And very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Saturday night stream. And this is your favorite India Moba Cup brought to you by Rekt Esports. And these two teams are ready to wreck each other's apart as we call out the action. This is going to be, of course, the one you recognize. It's Rud's official. Along with me is the favorite of all the girls, the chocolate boy of the town. It is going to be Vance right here. Vance, what do you think of this evening?
It's a lovely evening. Here at my place, it's like a really romantic weather. It's quite gloomy, rainy, and it's just the right weather, I'd say. And yeah, I'm just chilling tonight,
My
and
tail's been itching for
I'm
a
just
race.
looking
Is
forward for
better.
tonight's game. And yeah, with that, we see that Vorpal Zeppelin here we have on the blue side, and on the red we have AHK. And Vorpal Zeppelin already coming up with a clear ban, which is a pretty solid ban in my opinion. What do you think, Roots?
Yes, definitely so. I mean, the Kalia is a staple band
Always on my
wherever you
way.
go in
Your
India right
team
now.
is
What
batting.
I would like to talk about is that is not the staple food here, as India is
Yeah.
a vibrant city with a vibrant country with a lot of delicacies. For now, though, it is going to be interesting to see what Zeppelin is trying to cook because the opponents AHK are not very well known, so they might be facing opposition which they do not know of. And once we have seen throughout this tournament, sometimes we have
Mm-hmm.
seen for an Alucard gold lane pick. We
Yeah.
have also seen a lot more picks like the Masha coming back into meta, the Gushen, the Cyclops mid. So a lot more things have been happening in this tournament. More fun and more entertaining than most of the major tournaments right now. So
Yeah.
it is going to be a treat to watch what
Your
happens next.
team
But the
is
obvious
batting.
ban is definitely something which we could look forward to. I mean, the number of teams who are picking the Fovius
Magic
is
is
just
my
unreal. What do you
life.
think,
Your
Mons?
Oh,
team is
yeah.
batting.
The Phobius ban is kind of good. And looking at the Phobius ban, we see that AHK they came up with a Harrod ban, so they were like assuming since they've banned away a Phobius, maybe they're gonna pick a Harrod. So they do not want to deal with that Harrod, and they're just gonna ban it out of the picture, out of the picks. So Zeppelin here, they won't be able to get their hands on a Harrod now. And that is a, really good counter ban coming up from the side of AHK there, because obviously Harrod is so good, and you do not want to deal with that, little Leonin, because he he might look, little, but he is a big, big explosion, big dhamaka, I'd say.
I mean,
Butterflies
yeah,
fly
definitely so.
by.
I
Your
mean, the
team
Herod
is
late
batting.
game, you
I
tell
love to
anyone and they
fight.
would be afraid. They would think twice about facing him in that goal lane position. Talk about facing a small package and big dhamaka. It is also the
Gaze the
joy which is
stars
open.
and seek
Very
your
few
path.
people can actually play it well, but the ones who do, I mean, it is having a reputation right now. It is building up a reputation of Fanny right now,
Uh-huh.
especially
Yeah.
in the hands of people like the Joseph and Respect and all. They
Yeah.
play it so well, and they play the Fanny well as well. So that is somewhat of a question because yeah, if you can play Fanny or if you can play Joy, those two
Mm-hmm.
go simultaneously, and they
Yeah.
can also beat out that assassin, which is Soyu, which is the most popular assassin in this meta.
Yeah.
Anybody would want to pick it up first pick. So we might
Yeah.
even see that coming here as well. That Louis has been manned out. I mean, pretty
Mhm.
controversial cause the Badang is left as well once. What do you think of it?
Yeah, the Badang is open and he is, on the table for Zeppelin to pick. So
Experience
they
the
might,
youth
Your
of
team is
suffering.
no,
picking.
they're not gonna
Sir,
prioritize the
what's your
Badang. Instead,
command?
they're prioritizing the Grandeur with the, Capriccio. But then again, look at
The
the,
power of
as we were
Leo is
talking
within
about the
my
Your
metas
hands.
here,
team is
Oh,
Roots.
picking.
Man, they
yeah.
just locked their hands on a Fanny and Badang. And oh boy, I just realized that this is Van Satoru. This guy, oh my god. I've casted a lot of games for this guy, Van Satoru. He was,
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken, he's actually a member of the team Impurity Esport, which is one of the most favorite teams, in Northeast. And
Muscle of iron,
as of now, the
bones of
Impurity
steel.
Esport they've kind of split up. So all of the members are in different teams, and I'm really surprised to see Van Satru here in AHK. So man, they have to look out
Let's
for
fight
Van
to our
Satru.
heart's
Even Zeppelin,
content.
they're
Your
a really
team
strong
is
team. But then
picking.
again, Van Satru, man, he has even played in the international scrims, so I'm pretty aware of him.
Definitely so, and me, I have seen Juan
I
Satoru
am
a few times,
vengeance
and to
for
be
you,
honest,
my
his
friend.
fanny is definitely a great one. And the
Hmm.
Moscow and the Badang picked in, that just means that team
Let's make the
AHK are just
whole world
locking, double
tea
locking that
heaven.
fanny in, because they think this fanny is so good that she can carry the game. That is why
Yeah,
they are taking the counters as well. Maybe we'll see the next, it might be something like a Eudora or something which is taken because that will just lock in the chances of Fanny being unstoppable right here. The
yeah,
Lucas and the Granger both are great picks, the Cutthroat as well, but all three of them do not have that much of a potential against the Fanny. So it will be interesting to see how just Zeppelin are gonna combat this kind of a draft here. I
yeah.
mean, Zeppelin, if anybody else, Zeppelin is a team who have been playing for quite a while now, and they have
Hmm.
been performing really well. They have three lineups, and they are kind
Enjoy
of
the pain.
professional. They have a
Your
manager as well,
team is banning.
so
Yep.
we'll have to see exactly how they do it. And that is a ban I like actually. The Valentina being banned out cause you have the Lucas in your own town. That just means
Yeah,
that the opponent just can't copy it out. Because whenever we see the Lucas, we always see the Valentina just being
yeah.
picked up, in the opponent's no-brainer kind
Hmm.
of a situation.
Yeah. I mean, when when Lucas is there, we obviously always see a Valentina. But then
Who
again,
said there are no
I
shortcuts
don't
in life?
necessarily
I
like picking a
literally
Valentina
invented one.
because she's a mage, man, and copying a fighter's ultimate and diving in, that's just really risky. But then again, if the situation, it fits, then obviously a Valentina is such a good pick when it comes against Lucas. So it's a Valentina, man. In the current meta, she's like a really situational. So when you pick her, you have to be really cautious. You have to be really mindful of what you're gonna do with the ultimates. So yeah, you need a really skilled player as well for a Valentina to work out. And yeah, with that, we see, the bans coming off from the side of AHK. They are banning a lot of heroes, that can synergize with the Gatot, as well as the Lucas. They have even banned away a
Only
Florin and
love
Chip.
at
And
night
boy, you do
Your
are
not
team
want
is
to pair
picking.
everlasting.
up a Lucas against, a Lucas and a Florin because they just synergize so well. The heal and the sustain from the Lucas, it's just a menace to deal with. On top of that, a Gatot, man. Nah, you do not want to deal with that, healer. So yeah, banning her away when you saw the Lucas pick was kind of wise from the side of AHK as well. And Roots, look at that. We're coming up with a last ban from the side of Zeppelin as a Sicilian ban. So now, oh my
Your
god,
team is picking.
Tigreal
Oh
pick.
my. I mean, this is looking like a standard old school draft here with the Tigreal in place, the Moscow, Badang, and the Fanning. This is
Yeah.
definitely looking like one of those old school drafts. But can the new school meta, which we call it nowadays, can Zeppelin pull it off? Because they will definitely be needing a counter for this Tigreal. I
Mm-hmm.
might be thinking maybe something like a Vexana exactly, and maybe something which can hinder the Tigreal even more. We have to see because this Gatutkacha and the Lucas, both of them
Mm-hmm.
haven't really shown which lane they are going to. The Lucas can go
Yeah.
EXP and jungle, the Gatut can go EXP and roam as well. And just like that, we can see the Hilda. Okay,
Let's hear from the
will it be a
crowd.
Hilda?
Wow.
Make some
No, they are
noise.
actually
Your
going for a
team
CC
won.
pickup. I mean, definitely a counter for the Badang, but we'll have to see how it goes. On top,
Mm-hmm.
though, this is going to be an Eve. That will just make it way easier for the Tigreal
Yeah.
to land those implosions, slowing your
Yep.
opponents down. And
Yeah.
we have to see how this is going to work out because so far, I do not see a lot of Tigreal counters. I mean, apart from the Vexana, of course, and she
Mm-hmm.
is picking up the Purify as well. So this will
Yeah.
most probably be a
Among the
Lucas jungle,
planes exists
and
the equilibrium,
definitely with a
which
Fanny, you will
I
have
was
to think
made
of
for.
how you can exactly counter these situations out. For
Yep.
now, the drafts have been placed up, and the audience in the chat, do let us know which draft do you think is better. Which team are you supporting? Is it Zeppelin or is it the underdogs AHK? as me and Vance take you to the game. For now, though, Vance, what do you think of this draft right now? Which team would you rather be on the side of?
I mean, looking at the draft, on the on the blue side we have Zeppelin. They are looking really solid. But then again, they don't have those heroes that can pick up the mages and marksmen easily. They have a Lucas, they have a Gatot, and these kind of heroes, they're like, they're just gonna walk their way, and then nah, they just can't walk their way to get the kills. They need dashes, and that's what they're lacking here. So in the early phases of the game, if we look at AHK, on the other hand,
To
they have a
Moba
Fanny, so the
Legends.
Fanny can quite snowball here. So I will be leaning towards Team
5 seconds
AHK
till
here.
the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash
Definitely,
them.
okay. I see you as an old school guy. You are leaning towards the AHK side. For now, though, both the teams are going to start off the draft real quick. They are going to try to clear the jungle. For the Fanny, it is really important to clear the jungle because come level 2, she can really invade, and it is going to be a pandemonium if she isn't stopped. For now, the audience, do let us know who you support as we go into the first game
Oh
in the
shoot!
land of Dawn for tonight.
Man, just
But
look at the Tigreal, man. He is just out there
oh,
in the bush
sneaky.
providing that vision. He is so sneaky. He's just like, nah, man, I'm just gonna be a CCTV here. I'm just gonna provide a lot of information to my team here.
Definitely so, and maybe he is just giving that information to the Fanny so that the Fanny can plan his route well. Because the Fanny, although she is really good, she does have a few issues with the energy as we are going in for the first kill here. Maybe both the teams are going to try, and
Wow,
there we go. Once we see the first blood already.
man.
Definitely, the Fanny, the hunter got hunted down once. How would you like to talk about that play?
Man, I'd say that that was kinda, off coming up from this. Oh, look at that. Another fight, another skirmish. A lot of poke coming up from both sides of the team. But as of
Oh
now,
yes,
we're just gonna be backing away.
yes. For now, we will be backing away as both the teams do not want to give too much of an edge to anyone
Hmm.
for now. Because once you get the world advantage, it is really hard to come back, especially with the kind of meta we have right now.
Yeah. And with that, we see the turtle is spawning up right away, and both sides of the teams, they're looking really ready to get their hands on the turtle. They're forming, a position around the turtle here. And just look at the Tigreal, man. He's just out there giving that information, providing that vision for the team, while the Fanny is, getting her hands on that purple buff, will be making his way to the turtle once he has that purple buff.
Yeah, and the the purple buff is pretty important for the Fanny. But what is even more desirable is they are not just busting down that turtle for now. Moscow throws in the SOD, and look at the Fanny though. She is not interested at all at the turtle,
Yeah.
and so isn't Zeppelin. I mean, are they waiting for the Fanny? I think they are trying to wait for the Fanny, but that this might turn around to be a bad
Oh,
decision. Here
oh,
comes Fanny! And there goes the turtle as well. The Fanny picks on the kill on the Lucas. But the turtle is still gonna go at the hands of Zeppelin. Because there was a Vexana with the Eternal Guard taking it out. But Fanny is not gonna stop as she gets a double kill. The Tigreal
oh.
did connect with the implosion. 3 people are low at the side of AHK. But this is gonna be A-OK for them. Because they will make it out safely.
Man, the Fanny there is just crazy, all the way from the enemy's orange buff to the turtle. Couldn't get his hands on the turtle, but then again managed to get 2 casualties out of that fight, which was really worth it in my opinion, because we may have gotten the turtle, but no, we got the jungler, we got your Roma as well. So that was a really good trade coming up from the side of AHK. And here, look at the bot lane. It seems like they're looking for a gang towards that Moscow. 4 members of Zeppelin already here on the bot lane.
Yes, definitely. So, and we can see that both the teams are playing really hard here, hard to get. But for now, the scoreline reads 3-1, and definitely the turtle has been on the side of Zeppelin. So we have to see how it goes. So far,
Oh,
though, the jungle seems so clear.
oh
Uh,
my.
And there's nothing coming in. Vexana is trying her best to counter the Fanny, but she is the only counter. That is the issue. Okay, look at that though. The implosion landing solo onto that guy right there. That is the Granger, I believe, and he will get taken down. Killing spree for the Fanny, and this is looking like all of the members of AHK are in the jungle of Team Les Zeppelin, and this is looking grim. I mean, AHK are really proving to be that kind of an aggressive duo. I mean, look at the Moscow though. He is recalling in the base, and it's just 5 minutes into the game, one.
Yeah, I mean, we're like 5 minutes in the game, and a lot of bloodthirst coming up from the side of AHK. They are like so bloodthirsty. They're just, getting all the, casualty. They're muttering around the battlefield here, and it seems like Zeppelin, they're just unable to retaliate. And look at that. Even the turtle, it's being gone out pretty beautifully from the side of AHK here.
Definitely so, and we have to see how it goes, because for now though it is looking very ugly for Zeppelin right here, as one after the other everybody is getting taken down. Turtle this time around goes to Team AHK. Fanny, although, gets taunted out. Will she survive is the question. Lucas is there. Fanny has to be careful how she's gonna escape, but seems like Lucas is on the trail of Moscow and definitely has to watch the map a little more, because he definitely had Fanny in his grasp, but Fanny is actually pretty brave right there, trying to chase the Lucas down. Look at that though, Lucas is so low. He flickered forward, but nobody home. Once, what do you think of both the teams right now, and how do you see this game progress?
Man, I mean, the Granger being the marksman that stacks up gradually, he's just, on his lane, casually farming those stacks safely, despite, his team losing this early to mid-game. I'd see that if he can manage to get his hands on the stacks, there is still a ray of hope, for the side of Zeppelin, because the Granger in the late game, once he has tagged that Capriccio, he has that potential that he can carry the team. But then again, they have a Moskov, on the side of AHK as well. So it is gonna be a game of marksmen in the late game. Oh, look at that, another skirmish.
Yes, definitely so, and the skirmish is resulting in an onslaught as the team members after one another are getting taken away. This time around, AHK is on the chopping block. Fanny, poorly enough, wasn't there. She was trying to split to stop, and this is just looking like a little comeback opportunity as the Granger gets a kill as well. But look at Fanny, here she comes, she gets a double already, and the SOD connects. Moscow is gonna be here, but definitely his SOD, the second SOD, does not connect so well, and this is just gonna mean that they're just gonna run away with the turret, which is a fine deal here, because they do not want a comeback situation for Zeppelin, because Zeppelin can definitely make it work. I think so far though, the draft has been pretty weak for Zeppelin. That might be the reason that they are failing so well. And look at that though, the retry gap just come in. Batang is there to secure the turtle. Cheeky Batang. But right now though, who do you think in the late game is gonna be more victorious, the Moskov or the Granger?
I see a lot of potential on the Moskov as well, because, the Abyssal Step has a lot of mobility, the attack speed, and, once he has completed the sprint, he can just abuse that Abyssal Trap. So, catching the Moskov will be really hard for the side of the Zeppelin. But then again, they have the Granger, but then again, Granger is like the only one in the late game that can carry, so you have to be around him, be the bodyguard to protect him against the Fanny, and protecting him against the Fanny with a good thought, it's just not gonna work. So they have to be, oh, look at that, look at the Badang come in with the fifth break, but then again, just not gonna use his ultimate just yet. And the Fanny though, man, just look at that, he's just changed wings with the cable.
Oh wow, look at that though. This is gonna be the Fanny living dangerously as Badak connects with the fifth crack, and this is looking grim. FBR Zeppelin once again, they had one opportunity and this just has been taken away as all five members look at the Fanny. She doesn't want to let Vexana go away. Badak finishes off what Fanny started. And this is just looking like a one-sided contest here. It's all about when, it's not about who. When is the winner gonna go out of this match? And this is surely looking like an AHK victory here. As there's nothing which right now Zeppelin can do. What do you think, Vance? Can they make a comeback with this kind of a draft?
I mean, if you take a look at the goal difference, man, it is almost 10k goal difference in like what, 10 minutes of the game. And to cover a 10k goal difference, it's just gonna take a while. It might even, extend to a 30 minutes game. And before you even reach that mark, AHK can just end the game here, because at this point, if we, take a look at the items, we just, need to have a look at the items, because the Moskov, being the late game marksman, he has already completed the Trinity, is making his way for that malefic gun. And boy, he's just gonna be, melting everyone with that Trinity at this point. So, oh, look at that.
Definitely so, and looks like another AOG is gonna pop, but he is just gonna be a bait here, cause the Tigreal is gonna take him into the implosion. The Beast Bomb though does make everybody low, but it is still gonna be the Moskov on that double kill, and this is just a one-sided affair. Sansen on that Moskov is going on a KD of 3, 1 and 7. Fanny is going on a KD of 914, and look at that. This is just going to be a shutdown though. Xander survives with 1 HP, but his base wouldn't, as AHK lead the way. They get the victory over Zeppelin in this knockout series. And that just means that Zeppelin are knocked out of the competition. AHK definitely showed that they are more than worthy of getting the next round here. Vance, what would you say about this match?
Man, just as you said, a pretty one-sided game. Despite AHK picking a first pick Fanny, Team Zeppelin, they did not pick a proper counter for the Fanny. They just went ahead and picked whatever they wanted. They just underestimated the Fanny's potential, not picking a proper counter for her, and that is what the consequences led to the ultimate defeat of Team Zeppelin here, because the Fanny was quite of a menace, and in the late and mid game of the phases, all the members of the AHK, they were kind of fed because of the Fanny there. They were like, on the better lead, so that ultimately led to their win. So they have to take consideration of that Fanny in the draft, which they did not, and yeah, that's what led to their defeat.
Yes, really poor drafting skills on the part of Zeppelin right now, and definitely they will be looking forward to rectifying this, cause a team like Zeppelin definitely deserves a better ranking in tournaments than this. So it's off to the drawing boards for them. But for us though, we will be off to another match coming in. Do not go anywhere, as this is the India Moba Cup, and this has been brought to you by Rekt Esports. It was Rud's official and Vance in the caster's desk, and we'll be meeting you soon, just after a short break. And do not go anywhere. See ya.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
5 strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear. doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gank, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we roll back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gank, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we roll back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gank, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we roll back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gang, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we roll back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another game, and it's gonna be your India Moba Cup here. And we're gonna be into the third match right now. It's a knockout round, a best of one series, and we have two teams who are gonna be competing here. And we're gonna be seeing who's gonna be the better one, who's gonna be coming out on top, who's gonna be qualified for the next round. So let me introduce your team. It's gonna be Ignite Terror versus 5 Spartans, and Ignite Terror will be having the first pick and 5 Spartans will be having the second pick. But before we get into the drafting phase, I have with me Cindy, who's going to be casting alongside me. So Cindy, what do you think are the bands going to be?
Your team is banning.
We can see Lucas getting banned right now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we might see some meta bands, like Suyu and Farsa, because they are rocking matches
Experience the
nowadays very
Your
well.
team is
And
banning.
yeah, we can see Granger getting banned.
Oh. You know what? When I see a Granger being banned, I think it's just kind of a respect ban here now because Granger has always been such a popular hero into the gold lane, and I think he's the most long-lasting meta into the gold lane alongside the Harris because it's been months. It's been months, and every tournament has been ending. Every new tournament has been starting, but
Always on the
he's the
way.
only one who
Your
is being
team is
perma banned
banning.
here. So five Spartans, they already go for the Granger banner, but the Matilda and the Lucas have to go because for the side of Ignite, they
Your
do not
team is
want to
banning.
give away this kind of combination because it's very understandable. Lucas Matilda, something you do not want to face, but look at the Hayabusa ban coming through. Is five Spartans going for the squishy Gary mate here?
Butterflies born
I
by the
guess
Your
they're
wish,
team is
gonna, I
banning.
guided
mean,
by
they're
lantern
planning to pick
flight.
something squishy like
Hmm.
Farsa maybe, because Hayabusa is really good, countering those squishy mages, going into the backline and peeling them off and getting back to the safe side.
Hmm. I think that has to be it, especially if you want a hero like the Farsa
Your
onto your
team
side.
is
But
picking.
look at that, a Nolan ban coming through for the side of teams five Spartans here. They do not want to see the jungle into their lane, into their opponent's side. And Nolan, I think it's
Your
actually very
team
new to
is
see a Nolan
picking.
being banned. Maybe it's kind of a respect ban for the side of Ignite Terror as well. But look at the bans coming through. It's actually the Jason taken away. Oh, wait. We have seen the Sicilian first pick, but we have never seen the Argus first pick. What are they going for? Is it comfort or is it something of a meta that we are not sure of?
I guess they are going for a comfort pick
My
because
magic flows as
we
freely
Your
as the
team is
wind.
don't
picking.
see that Argus most of the times, because he's squishy
Mm,
and when his ult is over, he's done for real. And yeah, we
yeah.
might see Whale.
Veil too. This is some kind of matchups that we're not sure is gonna be good or not because the kill pressure is definitely gonna be there. But I feel like Veil is also a kind of mate that just comes online onto the a lot later part of this game when he gets his items where because he's such a bursty hero which can go for the full one-shot damages, but he's gonna be needing his items, he's gonna be
Am
needing
more
those
than
stacks
a
onto him
weapon.
as well, which will be gaining his movement speed too. So right now Ignite Terror, they want to go for the early game because they are definitely seeing that Argus is a late game hero. They want to stop it.
Your
But
team
look at
is
the meta
picking.
picks coming through. The Badang coming into play. So that just means that a little bit of a flex here. The Badang can go into the XP or the room. So they have lots of choices for Ignite Terror. But what will five Spartans go for here?
I think they're gonna pick Kalia because she is really good right now, both in the
Mm,
EXP land and the roaming. You know, Kalia
yeah.
is a very good pick-off hero after that Johead.
Mm. I think Kalia should have been good, right? Because Kalia is not being picked or not banned here. Instead, they go for the Nolan. So, wow. If they go for the Fredin here, I think it's gonna be a good start
See
for them
value
because
in
I
me?
do not see
Your
a
team
You
is
should.
trader
picking.
yet for the side of IZT here. So they do have a
When you
better chance
gaze
in
into
Your
trying
the
to go
team is
abyss,
for
banning.
a complete early game farm, a better farm speed. And but you know what? I think Fredrin is not an early game hero in my opinion. Even though he's one of the most tanky heroes into the jungle side, he does need to have his item to try to tank out and
Red
soak
Tail's
in
been itching
all the
for a
damages a
real
Your
little bit. But
fight.
team is
look at that,
banning.
the Selena being banned and the Kalea too.
Yeah, we can see. As I said, Kalia is a really good pick-off hero. She can get
Mm,
any hero from any place, jumping onto that hero and catching that hero and bringing that hero to their teammates, and
yeah.
killing them off.
Yeah, the Kalia is a great pick of heroes, and I think for five Spartans, they did ban out the Selena because they do not want to have a mid pressure. But one thing that I took
Need some
notice is that they
stitches?
did
I
not
can
ban out the
Your
help.
healers
team
that
is
can
banning.
shred the Fredrin down, and I think for IZT they could go for that hero. The carry is also coming up to play. Maybe there's a possibility, but I think they can ban out any supports here if they do not want to see the Fredrin being a nuisance into their jungle as well. But and there are so many options because for the side of ice Spartans, they are going for a route that we are not very similar.
Let's make the whole
Okay,
world
Your
going
green
team
back.
is
and
picking.
lively.
I guess Team 5 Spartans are playing like they are planning for something dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
picking Fredrin for the early game sustain and then picking Argus for the late game. I guess they are planning to have the whole match.
Yeah, this is a little bit of sustained. Oh,
Your
okay, look
team
at
is
that. A
picking.
stat. No roamer, no healer for a roam because for Ignite Terrors, they actually did ban out the Florian here. So they do not have any way to go for it. But for the set here, so I think it's gonna be a set to tanky frontliners here. But if they go for the carry here for Ignite Terrors, there is already the Belleric who can actually tank down the damages that the carry can pierce you through, even though there are some heroes that can tank it away. But yeah, they should still go for it. But then again, the Hylos, not the
I've been
Hylos, but the
waiting for
Bellery
so
will be
long.
coming with the
Picking.
Vents. And so I think for Ignite Terror, even if they go for the carry here, they have to be a little bit careful on how they are how they are using out the resources of the Belleric here because he's going to be always available with the Vengeance, and that is something you do not want your attack speed marksman to go for. But last pick for the side of five Spartans, what is it going to be?
I guess it's gonna be Moscow because Moscow is a really good lane dominating hero.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, we might
Well,
see Nathan as well. Nathan is an underrated pick, but when he's up with his items, he can melt any
mm-hmm.
hero in second.
Yeah,
And
I think it also a
I
valid
am
choice, but oh, Moscow
vengeance
there, Moscow is
incarnate.
it. But I think for the side of five Spartans, they are going for so much of a late game where they are gonna be solely dependent on the Fredrin to start the early game and have that snowball rolling on for them. But then again, IZT they have chances to try to stop it because they have a dive composition where the Hylos is there and also a late game of their own, the carry and the Sicilian here.
no, that Sicilian, this mage is really good. Even if this
Mm-hmm.
hero gets nerfed, it can rock in the late game with its stacks.
Yeah,
The amount of damage of his first skill.
he's um he's gonna be a menace actually into the late game where we're gonna be seeing a lot of damage potential coming through. And I feel like early game we haven't seen a Julian and a Fredrin jungle speed, but I think that the Julian is supposedly gonna be having a good time in comparison to the Fredrin. So
To Mobile
yes,
Legends.
execution is what's gonna be matters here. So let's see who's gonna be coming out on top because ladies and
5
gentlemen,
seconds till
we
the
are
enemy
going to
reaches the
go dive
battlefield.
into the land of
Smash
dawn
them.
because this is Ignite Terror versus five Spartans, and they're gonna be seeing brawling each other out, and who's gonna be coming out on top in this best of 1 series.
Yeah, we can see Team IGT starting from the red buff and Team 5 Spartans too. So, Debbie, who do you think is gonna take this match today?
Uh, I think they do have a lot of late games for both of these spots. So yeah, the early game is so dependent on the side of five Spartans here. But I think if Redwood manages to hold it out a little bit, they can try to go for this game. But look at that, a little bit of invasion coming through and knockup coming in again. Look at the damage coming through as well. The blue buff might be in jeopardy. The stun, the crazy them with the kill, double kill into his hands, and another blue buff taken down, but he's still going for more. He's diving in. Veil might be in trouble, taken down immediately. Triple kill under 1 minute of this game onto the hands of Dark here. But there we go, another minute here. Under 1 minute, this is something we don't usually see. And yes, that it has to be the answer for your question. I think Ignite Terror, they got this.
Yes, and we can see this Julian getting maniac in the early game.
Hmm.
I guess this is. I don't think it's good for Team Five Spartans,
Yeah.
because Julian getting farmed well in the early game, it's not a good sign. Because when he's overfarmed, he can melt any hero in seconds.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he already got 4 kills. I forgot. It was a maniac. Early into the game, it was only 1 minute, and he was already level 3. And look at that. He can try to go for the jumps. He can try to go for the ambushes. Insane. Just 3 levels. Oh, look at the taunts coming through. He does not have the appraisal's threat, but still look at the enhanced change and the vengeance coming through. There's a lot of damage coming in, and the vengeance will be there, but it won't be available to save him. But like there might be a shutdown coming through, but Dark might be in trouble. But no, he'll be securing double kill, triple kill again in 1 minute. Oh my goodness, this guy, he can try to go for more, but he's too low, and it's gonna be foul. The snowball might be rolling here, Shinji.
You know, look at that Julian. He's really playing so well. He's dominating the Team Five Spartans alone. Damn, that guy.
Oh my goodness. 2 minutes, almost going 3 minutes, and we are seeing 7 kills. Onto a snowballing hero like Julian. Oh my goodness, look at the dice coming in. Divine trying to go for it. The damage coming through, but Joyboy won't be able to survive. Taken down, instantly deleted, and the growth power will be committed as well. But Tam will be able to take down the other opponent, and Divine will be the one falling down into the next dive here again. But Stain, he might be caught into the midst of it all. Dark trying to jump in. Will he be falling down? But no, he was able to survive with the immunity that he has, and that has to be a great start. 10 kills onto the hands of Ignite Terror, and still a 0 for the side of 5 Spartans here.
You know, I didn't thought that this Julian jungle can really melt this Fredin so well in the early game. But the mistakes made by the Team Five Spartans where they didn't pick early game mage, they picked Whale.
Yeah.
So I think some heroes like some mages like the Farsa or Lui might work in this place because they got good CC and damage output.
Oh,
Yeah, we
look
might
at
see a
that
fight here.
flicker. Yeah, that is it. I think they're trying to go for it, but Steen able to survive. He has to dash away from it, and it's gonna be another denied red buff onto his hands. And look at the Sangon connecting onto the battery, but he'll be taken very low. Diva will be able to take him down. The SOD will be connected as well, but he might be in trouble. Rinty taken down very low, and will be eventually falling down. And double kill for Diva into their own jungle. Spartans are not really having a good time here, but look at Steen being caught out again. Dark dealing a lot of damage, and there's another legendary. Oh my goodness, 10 health already onto his hands, and he's trying to go for more. The deny is there. There's no way they're stopping here anymore, Cindy.
This guy Dark, he's really just like bullying the enemy. He's bullying Fredin so bad. He's not letting Fredin get any buff. So what do you think? Is this the end for Team Five Spartans, or are they gonna come back? Because I don't see any right now.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? There's no win conditions here. Look at that, the meltdown coming through for the side of Crafton here. He is the Sicilian, right? He's gonna be the late game monster, but it's 5 minutes, and the mid lane turn is already gone. And look at that, he's just trying to go for more. The dive coming through, no immortality just yet. Divine might be in trouble, taken very low. He does have the ultimate to help him survive. There's 1 kill onto the hands, but there we go, legendary for Dark. Divine taken down, and I think the turret will be taken down as well.
Yes, it wasn't a good choice for Hylos to go in, They could have just wait and kill that Argus, and you can see Whale getting down too. Damn, this guy Dark, he's just melting every hero from the side of 5 Spartans.
There's no way, right? There's no way Stain will be able to sustain this much damage coming through because it's just 6 minutes into the game and they are already 9k goal lead. This is something I haven't seen or I haven't even thought that I'll be seeing here. And if you talk about the XP gaps here, 6 level for Stain, meanwhile Dark is already 11. That's a big chunky 5 experience gap, and that's kind of as easy for the side of 5 Spartans, but they're still holding on and trying
Red
to look
team's
for
turret has
something
been
here. But
destroyed.
then again, I think the future is so bleak. They have to take things firmly into their hands. But then again, I do not see any opening for them because already, if we can see the stacks of the Sicilian here, already 110 and 5, 6, going 7 minutes of this game. So it's gonna be chunking down quite a lot, but look at the glorious color coming through. A lot of damage, the rest of the blood being used. That's how the teammates survive. A legendary for Dark taken down yet again. Joy Boy under the veil. He can drive more, but look at the shutdown coming through. Kerm taking down the Divine as well, but now they won't be able to survive 2 kills under the hands of the side of Vice Spartan. That's a little bit of kills that they're looking for, but look at the double kill for the side of the Sicilian again. 3 kills now, but it's actually 21 for the side of Team Ignite Terror.
We can see teams 5 Spartans struggling so bad.
Yeah, I think I do not see any kind of win conditions for them either here because Carry
Team
already
turret
found
has
out
been
Crafton
destroyed.
dishing out a lot of damage too. So I think if I am in the position here right now, I think I should go for the housekeeping, try to go for a damage, but also play it safe here. I do not know what they should do here. Oh, look at the kill. They were able to... No, it's not Deva, but Nabil was able to take him down. But look at the dive coming through. Dark might be in trouble.
Oh my
That has to be a kill onto the veil. It's a veil with a flame shot. That was amazing, but it's a
I
little,
guess
its life is showing up for 5 Spartans here.
Dark's downfall is starting, since it's going
Yeah.
late game. It's gonna be late game. It's 8 minutes already, and Dark, since he got shut down in the top lane, after that, he started to die. Bro is really gonna shut down, but I think his team is gonna help him up. We can see the team Night Terrors trying to take the Lord, and it's a safe
Blue
Lord for
team
them
has
right now,
slain the
cause
Lord.
and yeah, they've taken the Lord. There is no fight right now, so
It's
Debbie,
actually a free loan. Yeah.
do you think there is any hope for Team 5 Spartans, or Night Terrors gonna swipe them off?
Yeah, that's the question, right, Cindy? And I've been thinking if there are chances for 5 Spartans to have a comeback because the goal lead is too much for them. But oh, Divine! He was trying to go look for a kill, but look at the damage coming through. Now Bill will be taking it all. The rest of his route will be used, but he won't be able to survive. Dark will be able to take him away, but look at the dive coming in. Dark will be stung down. Stain will be able to take him down, but Deva will be there. He dishing out a lot of damage with the speedy like will. Maybe he will be able to take down the members of the 5 Spartans, but the Lord is already marching down onto the top side, but no inhibitor just yet. The mid lane will be the only casualty so far.
I guess this might be an end, but no. I thought they're gonna end it with this Lord,
Yeah.
but I think they need one more Lord for ending the match.
It's gonna be...
I guess there is a hope for Team 5 Spartans, because if that Argus and Moscow gets farmed well, they can melt any hero.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, you're right though, because Moskov here, Rinty, onto that Moskov with the flicker, he's actually doing a great job trying to play the macro factor because he's so behind on goal and there's nothing that they could do about it. And even if we look at the builds here, actually he's just trying to catch up to the carry here. Oh, okay. I think this is the only way that we're going to be seeing 5 Spartans winning because right now Rinty onto the Moskov is catching up to the goal, and he already got his Trinity build. And if he's gonna go for these Wind of Nature, then there are chances that that the 5 Spartans may be able to set up for him. But does he have the spacing? That is the question here.
Oh, we can see Julian gonna complete his build. Only one more build left. The goal lead is too high, 6K right now. And we might see a fight in Netherlands, I guess. No. The
No.
team Knight Spartans choose to back off, I guess.
Yeah, they want to back off because I think they are just waiting on to the Lord because even though they are actually very, very ahead onto the goal, there's no chances that they will be able. Oh, look at the SOD onto the top side. Oh, Dark might be in trouble here. Look at the focus onto the top lane, and there we go. Rinty will be able to take down Dark very, very easily. I think it's just with the help of that rose gold meteor and his kit as well. So this is what we were talking about. A little bit of comeback for Rinty, but look at the sun coming through and the dive here. This card will be used. Diva will not be able to survive. Diva will be able to take him down, and the immortality is popped up here against Stain with the Fraser's Rat will not be able to take him down, but Rinty free hitting everywhere. Stain might be in trouble taken down very low, and he will be able to be falling down by Preston into the taps of Rinty here. Rinty with a lot of damage coming through. He'll be able to flicker away. The threat of Drops will be used high, able to take him down, but Joyboy is gonna be responding with that kill with another of his own. So 3-2 trade. And still, I think 5 Spartans, they are catching up. Look at that, already lowered. The economy is lowered down to 3K.
Yeah, they already got the half gold after this fight. I guess we might see a Lord contest here.
Oh, look at the damage coming through Dark. With the enhance, we're able to take down. Oh my goodness, that's another kill onto the hands of the Veil. But look, they are trying to go for the Lord because Stain is there. The jungle is available for Spartans. Look at the ASOD connecting onto the backside. Crashdown might be taken very low, taken down eventually, but Stain will be able to secure the Lord. But Farm will be taken down to the midst of it all, and that's the damage coming through. Rinty was able to join the team fight so easily, even when he was just spawning. This guy may be the Hail Mary factor for the side of Team 5 Spartans here.
As I said, like, if the Argus and Moscow farms well, you can see that Argus melting down carry so well at a time. And yeah, Moscow with his pure destruction.
Yeah, that's it. But
You
look
can
at that
see in the
guy.
bottom lane.
Oh my goodness, might be in trouble, taken down, Rinty with another kill, but Crafton might be in trouble here. The Taunt is there, Divine able to shut him down. The ASOD is connecting, but he might not be committing because he has one objective into his eyes, and it's gonna be onto the bot line. He's gonna be focusing the rest of the Drought being wasted alongside the glorious power. The mid is gonna be onto the focus, and Rinty, all eyes on him. The Lord is marching down to the top lane.
Damn, I guess this is gonna be a comeback from the side of Team 5 Spartans.
Yep, definitely we are seeing it through because look at that onto the backside Nabil without the ultimate. Oh, the base into the focus, and there we go. Rinty might be able to take this down, and this will be the epic comeback that we are looking for. 5 Spartans with all their odds against their sides, able to take this game with their sole carry, Rinty Tesopi, onto the Moscow Cinzi. What a cinematic game this was, right?
Yes, the epic comeback they got. It's rare to see this kind of epic comeback.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness. Look at the
That
damage though. Look at the damage.
Moscow came like, the life savior. Moscow and
Yeah.
Argus, they carried the match. Damn.
Crazy. Something we do not usually see, but Dark did have a 40% damage onto his hands, but it wasn't enough because their carry wasn't able to shine up because 16 damage is not something we do not easily see on the marksman. But in comparison to Rinty Tisopi onto that Moscow, look at that 36% damage onto his hands. And yes, okay,
Yeah.
for Ignite Terror, they have to had a little bit of a discipline. They were losing that quite a lot, and they thought that they had the snowball rolling, but it was actually 5 Spartans who was able to turn the tides around so easily.
We can say, like, This is like we can say here we should never lose hope. Look at Team Five Spartans;
Mm,
they didn't lose their hope and they won this match.
definitely. So yes. Okay.
Damn.
Great.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame, we hear the call, the time is now. push through the clash. We won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genji, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. The final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genji, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. The final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The bass is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genj, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the nights. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The bass is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genj, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the nights. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The bass is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genj, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No no turning back. We burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. The final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here we come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes in your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gang, we'll take.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, in the India Moba Cup here. We are on to the fourth game. Yes, it's the fourth game, and we are going to be having two teams who's going to be fighting out in this best of one series. It's going to be Team Fright and Team Acer here. And we are going to be jumping right into the drafting phase, because right now, as we can see, Team Fright will be onto the red side and Team Acer will be onto the blue side. So what are your thoughts onto this ban, Cindy? Because Matilda is taken away.
No, Matilda is a really good
Time to
support
drop
in
the
current
beat of the
meta.
flag.
Your team
She
is
can
banning.
help the teammates reach one place to another
The
very
immortal one
fast,
chose
and
me to
she's good
vanquish the
for
shadows
escaping.
that
She can
plague
help you
this
escape
world.
from a team fight, from a gank.
Yeah,
I
and
think
yeah,
it's a really good
Sir,
ban.
what's your command?
it's a
Your
really good
team
band,
is
definitely,
banning.
and as well as the Fanny and the Joy, because oh look at that, it's actually 3 jungles banned away, because I think Suyo has been so important this meta, so he's always taken away. There's no chances that he's going to be open up, and even to the extent that he could be first picked too. So I think both of these teams, they understand that Team Fight, they do not want to give it away. They do not give away any kind of
Your team is
potential
banning.
jungles to them either. So Acer, they are the one actually taking away the Badang as well. So there are choices, a lot of choices that they still try to go for here. But what will Team Fight go for here? Will it be a ban onto the goal lane or something else?
I guess they might ban Edith because you know that Stumper, he is a global Edith, so
Yeah.
I think they might ban that.
Butterflies born by thy
Okay.
wish.
So it's
It's
a
actually
shame.
the main.
By lantern's light.
Well, I think most of the time
My
teams have
tail's
been
been
doing
itching
this
for
quite
a
a
real
lot,
fight.
completely ignoring the goal lane because they can try to counter it. But look how we have. It's gonna be the Kalea who's gonna be making her appearance this time around, because it wasn't banned, and she is such a good pick of heroes. So there are chances that for Team Acer, they know what they're doing. But oh, look at that, another Luke has been picked away. So the meta is changing, of course, and Kalia Lucas has been such a meta, so why not
Virology is
go
my
for it? But
craft,
look
your
at that,
tea is my
a
name.
different hero that we do not usually see. A hero with the built-in Purify. It's gonna be the Digi taken away and in composition with the Lucas. So I think it's a support tanky jungle meta. So maybe it might work.
Cure the pain. I harness it.
Yeah, and we can see Valentina picked by the team Acer. You know, Valentina is a really good counter for that
Your
Lucas.
team
She
is
can use
banning.
ult more often than that Lucas. And
Yeah.
yeah, team Acer
Life is a
going with
game, and I decide how it's
Dean
played.
as well.
Oh, a Yin. Interesting. Because Yin hasn't been that much of a popularity this meta, and
Let's
I
go.
thought if they have a
Your
Kalei onto the
team
side, they
is
could have gone for
banning.
a one-shot kind of damage where they could come up with a composition that's easy to use and supplement for your team as well. But yeah, a bit of a different path thing that we're going to be seeing that Team Acer is going to be doing, because I think possibly there's a chance that they pick
Magic
up the
is
Yin
my
so
life.
as
Your
to give
team is
to
banning.
out to imprison these Diggies and not have him any chance to use the Purify on one stop and make space for
Your
Kalea
team
to
is
make up a
banning.
set. That has to be something that Team Acer might be going for. But look at the bans coming through. The hair is taken away, and they are going to be picking up the Irrital on top of that. So yeah, a win condition into the goal lane for the side of Team Fright here. But still, their choices. What are they going to be banning here? A tanky jungle or maybe a mate? No mate, but a tanky. It has to be something tanky, right? Or another marksman, carry maybe.
It can be like Brody, because Brody got buffed recently, and he's a
Oh
perfect
yeah.
counter for Atel. He's a
Mm.
really good damage output.
That's
I am
hey,
not
I
the
think it's
only
gonna be
one
crazy. Oh,
bound
look
Your
at
by
that!
team
this
They
is
actually went for the
banning.
chains.
flowers when they have a Diggy already. But still, they do not want to risk it. Maybe there's a possibility that they want to go for a dashy heroes into this type of team fight. But the bans are gonna be coming through for Team Acer here. What are they gonna be banning? Because I think their option can be
Only
either
love
into the
and
mage, or
light
Your
okay, the
are
team
mage
is
is what
banning.
everlasting.
they're gonna be going for, just a seal and taken away. So there's so limited choices for Team Frighty to go for. What is a mage that they can go and do not give out a big ultimate either, because I think already they have been giving out big ultimates, because at least the beast will be there, the time journey is gonna be there, and if they oh wait, they can try to go for the choice paralysis too, but
Your
oh, look at
team
that.
is
What
picking.
am I seeing? Is it a Diggy mate or something like that, Cindy?
I guess it might be a Balearic EXP, because Balearic is good
Oh
in
yeah.
EXP too.
Okay.
Can't be a
Works.
flex pick.
Wipe out all
Yeah,
the
we can
injustice in the
see
world.
Cho pick from the side of Team Acer. Cho is a really good hero to get the backline,
Mm.
and
Step
we might see
beneath the
Leslie.
waves,
Yeah,
where Your the
Leslie
team is shadows
from the
picking.
side of
Dance
Team
and
Acer.
play.
Suki with the Leslie. So it's gonna be a true damage, and I think I see the vision here. I see the vision where they are going for the Leslie against an Irrital, because here if she does use out the conceal quite a lot, the Irrital might be having a hard time trying to basic attack when you do not have any target onto your side. So that has to be something that Suki wants to work for the side of Team Acer here. But still, Team Fright, the answer is gonna be here if the Biller is gonna be into the roam, or is it gonna be the XP? Because right now
The
they
night
need a magic
sky
damage.
tells all.
Oh, Esmeralda here coming into play. When there's two, I think Esmeralda is something I do not usually see. It's kind of a counter pick, a situational, very situational pick, because right now I think there's not much of a steal coming through for Team Acer here. The only shield that I'm seeing is the Cho, and there's a possibility that the Cho won't be even going near her. So, uh, what are these picks? It's very different, Sinji.
I think Esmeralda is not that a good pick, but you know, Esmeralda can deal a lot of damage when she's with her magic build. As
Mm-hmm.
you can see, she has a really good damage output with her glowing wand and Stadium Sight. Stadium Sight is very good for heroes like Esmeralda, Karina, and all.
To Moba Legends.
Maybe. With the little ignition coming
Seconds till
into
the
play
enemy
for
reaches the
Queenie onto the
battlefield.
Esmeralda here,
Smash them.
we're gonna be jumping into the land of
Choose
Dawn,
to war.
ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be Team Acer versus. We are gonna be seeing Team Fright, and we will be knowing. Only time will tell who's gonna be coming out on top in this best of one series. A different appearance, a debut appearance of an Esmeralda into the land of Dawn, and a different kind of mage, the Diggy mage into the mid lane here, Sinji.
We can see some rare picks in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Diggy mid lane and Esmeralda
Diggy.
in EXP. No,
Okay,
this
look at
match is
that.
gonna be fun.
Oh my goodness, that was a force flicker coming in to play Cho was caught into the mid, and yeah, that's one resource is being burned. So Team Fright, I think they can be a little bit more aggressive than they usually are. But then again, onto the bot side, there's a focus. Oh my goodness, damage coming through. Queenie was able to take Chung down. The XP's of Voice Curse down, but he'll be safer than he was before. But onto the top side, a little bit of focus onto their goal lane. Felix is trying to have a good time in the support of his teammates so as to have the better laning phase. But it's still a Leslie and very, very early to be even called who's going to be having the goal lead here because look at the passing coming through. There might be a damage or something here.
No, I guess they are trying to nerf down the Leslie, and we might see a fight here.
Oh my goodness. Shockwave on the face of the Leslie. They're going for more, but the flicker will be baited out. Stumper has the flicker away without the heal that she does not have, wasn't able to save his teammate on time. So he have to be forced to recall. So that means that Team Fright will be having a better trapping onto their turtle here. But look at that, Joe might be in trouble, taking down a lot of damage. No flicker just yet. The falling star will not to him, and he won't be able to survive. And Queenie with the kill, taking him down, and the turtle will be onto the focus for both of his teams. A contest is coming through, but Drake might be in trouble, taking down very low, but there's the presence of the Diggy. Oh, look at the Yin's ultimate. Oh, it's my turn now, he says, and Queenie will be the one he's taking, but will he be able to fall? Because there we go, the turtle has been slayed. Yin, a bad timing to use the ultimate, but look at that. There might be a chase coming through. Yin might be in trouble. Voice sure might be looking for something here. There's a sandwich, and there we go. The dive. Fried garlic will be diving in into the back lines, and the rest of the rats will be used on top of the time journey. Will not be enough. The kick coming through. Only 3 members, 2 members, and the stun. There we go. The top slam, and there's a lot of team fights coming in. The revive are being keep popped again. Look at the damage. Right here will be able to take down the clear, and there's a lot of low HP coming through. Queenie is full. He may be able to save his teammate in quite some time.
No, we might like. I don't think picking that Chow EXP was a good idea because Chow is better in roam
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
currently with his tanky build.
Oh, okay. There was a kick, but not such a follow-up coming through. But if we focus onto the build, Lucas going for the Hunter Strike. So yeah, this guy wants to go for the snowball. He wants to unleash the beast with the damage, and maybe he can. There's a possibility that he will go for the War Axe and the Sky Piercer as well. Because yeah, why not? He have the support. He have 2 kills on his hands already, and there's a lot of rotation coming through. Queenie in the passing, he might be stunning on to someone, and the falling star will not be connected directly to the rod. He used that the damage coming through. The knockup are there. The time journey being used, and the stolen time journey removed by the Valentina as well. No casualty so far, but it seems the fight's going on. Brawl happening here onto the top lane, and there's a dive coming through. Fight Garlic with the killing spree onto the back lines. He's going for more. Double kill onto him. Can he go for more? Alexa is there. Might be in trouble. He'll be able to take down Rekt, and Alexa will be falling after taking one down. That's a 3-1 trade willing, but look at that. It's not the end because look at the time coming through. The kick is there. One more dash onto the hands of Voice Curse. Touchdown onto Fight Garlic for 1-4. But then again, the mid lane is under the focus, and there's the damage coming through. The mid will be taken down. A 1v1 situation. Yin, will he be able to take the Esmeralda down? Because this is the Esmeralda, but Queenie will not be able to survive, and there's the damage going through. But onto the top lane, Felix will not be surviving to see another day, and another stun. The Dread of Zrot will be there to save a Fright Premier. He will be walking away with a pixel of HP. That's a lot of fights going on, up and down, topped and down.
I don't think this choice of Esmeralda to fight that game was good because Yin can melt her very easily, and we might see a fight here.
The retribution being popped. Stop wave is there. The beast is there to help him survive with the Queen's Roar. Felix will be able to take Stumper down. The right side coming through. The dive is there. Yuk will be looking for something here, but it's Voisker who have the ability to purify any damages or any card control. There will be not looking for more, and they will be trying to fall back here.
can see Team Pride with a goal lead of 1K right now,
Mhm.
and
Red team
this.
hero has been slain.
And we can see D taken down by the team.
Oh my goodness, god damn it, is there Dark System Suki with 1 kill onto his hands, and there's a dive coming through. Alexa will be able to take Rekt down, and SVS will be falling down to the hands of Felix there. There's a dive, another one, the top slam coming in. Suki with another kill onto the tank member, but oh, there might be a fight here in trouble. He might be getting fried, but no, he is able to survive. The members for the team A, they are taken very low. They have to fall back, but one thing's for sure, Suki is trying to farm up, and C does have a lot of amount of damage, and if given the spacing, she might be able to hit like a truck the later part of the stages of this game goes.
We can see Suki building that Sea Halberd
Red
and
team
Berserker
turret has been
Fury.
destroyed.
Sea Halberd is really good for countering heroes like the Diggy and Esmeralda and all, as they have that shield on them, and we know that Sea Halberd can, you know, decrease that shield of yours.
And yeah, that was a nice bit of a kill coming through, but Drake might be in trouble. But then again, if we focus onto the mayor, right? It's just that even with the high kill that the team Pride have, it's actually Acer who are now in control, and I think it's just because of Suki who's been able to dish out a lot of amount of damage and make the team breathe a little bit more. But look at that, the warriors are trying to go for more, but nothing might be there. But look at the sun coming through, there's a lot of damage, the time turn being used on top of the rest of the rod, and there's the damage coming in, and my town will be able to take down Rick onto the move of it all, and the base will be unleashed, and that's a lot of damage coming through. Alexa with a stolen IMU beast will not be able to take down any members, but look at the dive coming in. Cho wants to go for more, but there's nothing he can do. He's not on the damage that he's looking for. He's just a tank. But look at the recalls. They have to recall for Team Pride because they are not into the right foot anymore, because Team Acer, they are into the 2K goal lead.
Team Acer, they're really doing a comeback right now. As we can see, they are dominating the match. The only hope for Team Pride is
Oh, look at that! The flicker coming in, the rest of the rod being used, but the time journey is there to help him survive. Rick might be in trouble, taking very low, and SVS will be able to take him down into the midst of it all. That's Queenie trying to go look for something, but he will be taken down eventually. Look at the touchdown coming in from White Garlic onto Suki here. He's trying to look for more. There's a damage coming through, and Alexa will not be able to survive. White Garlic taking all the damage and dishing it down on top of that. That's the power of the damage that is coming in, and yeah, there's a ton about of events here, Cindy.
we might see a fight here, I guess. That Lucas, with so much of damage going in.
Okay, there might be something here, but look at the pullback coming in. The heavy crossbow will be used. The rest of the rod is there, and Fight Guard is trying to look for more, but the super slam is gonna be there, but the healing is also there on top of that. But Fight Guard will be taken in, but the baby is there to still hold on, but he will be cut down. Alexa with the IMU, look at the kick coming through, but Queenie will not be able to survive, but Cho definitely will be able to walk away with the sliver of HP, and there we go. The lore is already up, and Acer are the one who definitely have the lead. A bad day to die, isn't it, White Garlic?
We rarely get to see this kind of draft and people dominating with this kind of draft itself. We were seeing Team Pride dominating in the early game, but right now it's 15-15, and the goal lead from the team Acer is 2K.
2K.
And we can see Lord marching from the middle end.
And and a little bit of a good haul coming in for Team Fright here, because they do have Fright Garlic onto the Lucas, and a little bit of damage coming in. But look at Shuki dealing a lot of damage, but the flicker coming in by the clear. It will be able to chunk down the members, but Fright Garlic taken down, unstoppable for SVS here, but a shutdown coming through, but another shutdown for both of the marksmen, but killing spree for the throw here. He's trying to look for more. The dive is definitely there. Diggy might be in trouble, taken down, double kill for the throw, another kick onto his hands. Alexa is also there to dive in. Stumper will be stopping on into the backline for the side of Team Fright, and there we go. A total wiped out onto the 11th minute of this game. The minions are there. There's a damage coming through, but there we go. The Village is alive to help his team see another day, but at what cost? Because the teams for Team Acer, they are able to take down 180. Oh, look at that suck wave and suck down. There's a beast diving in into the backline. Alexa taking it one for himself. The drop is used. The stun is there. Alexa will be falling down to the hands of the Felix, but wants the kill for SVS here. Another stun. Stumper will be falling down to the hands of the Kiki here, but look at the run coming in. Felix will be chasing him down and taking him down, but Suki is the only one who's to be surviving a little bit of a turn of events, and yeah, only this team will be making it work here.
I guess Team Fight is like, no, we aren't gonna give up now. We're gonna push you till the end, and we can see they are doing a comeback.
Yeah, it's like a pendulum effect, you know. The one time we're gonna be seeing Team Acer winning, the other time we're gonna be seeing Team Fright taking all the kills and even winning onto the lanes as well. But if we focus onto the objectives here, definitely for the hands of Team Acer, because they have a 3 main objective that has been standing for them. But if we focus onto the build too, because almost already full build for the Edetel, but he's not going to be hurting as much as the Leslie does. So that has to be something that a Team Fright have to be mindful of. Even though they have Fright Garlic onto the Lucas, he's going to be needing a little bit of sustainability that's going to be helping him tank out all the damage that Suki is going to be dealing with the Leslie. But yeah, they are pullbacks in prison into their base as of now.
We can see that Leslie, with the Sky Piercer of 0 specs, I think she should have made something else instead of Sky Piercer, because currently Sky Piercer is really not that kind of useful in the late game.
Yeah.
And we can see Team Acer getting the Lord. It was a safe Lord because Chow was just poking them and distracting them from the Lord.
Already, Berserker's Fury for Felix here is going to be dealing a lot of amount of crit as well with the movement that he's going to be provided with. But if we focus on an SVS, right, he's got the endless battle for the extra sustain, and look at the damage coming through. Suki was able to chunk down the XP of the Diggy, but look at that, there might be a dive coming in, and the rest of the rod being used on SVS with the My Turn now will be taking one member down. Queenie might not be able to survive, but he did with 1 HP, and look at the damage coming through. The Lois might put out to the mid lane and killing spree for the hands of Felix, but another kill onto the hands of the Leslie. Look at the top slam onto the back line. The beast will be taken down by Suki at 1 marksman here, but there's a guy looking for more. The damage are done. Mega kill for Felix. He's trying to look for more, but triple kill onto Finny, onto the hands of Leslie here. I think he's going to be dishing out a lot of damage onto the back lines as well. The damage coming through. Felix unstoppable. He will be able to manage to defend onto the tower right here. The whole kill onto his hands. Another kill by Paneer, taking his with the help of his team, will be able to wipe down the members of Team Acer. So this is a successful defense that we are going to be seeing, Shinji.
No, there was a mistake from the side of Leslie. She shouldn't have gone so far. Suki should have just stayed back in the cover of that Chow, so she could have just cleared the enemy out and pushed. But now we can see Team Fight looking forward to push, and the damage from Felix.
There was a march, and a storm that we're going to be seeing. 1 kill onto the hands of Felix. Another time, he's full build already. Last build was actually the Rose Gold Metro with the extra sustain. That's going to be helping him survive onto any kind of onslaught here. But yes, the mid lane turret will be taken down. So if you okay, look at the dive coming in. Okay, we're expecting a bit for something here. Look at that, the kick is through onto the tankier member, and he might have the rest of the draw. There we go. He's gonna be using it, and that's gonna be the sustain as well as the time zone. He will be helping them survive. Queenie into the picture, trying to dive with more, but look at the tankiness coming into the side of Team Acer. The knockbacks, the knockouts, all airborne here. Queenie taking down a lot of damage onto the hands of Suki with that. Build himself up onto the backline, killing free for the Diggy here. SVS wasn't able to take him down, but look at the choke slam onto 3 members, 4 members, and the damage are true. But the Felix is hitting freely, and there we go. The legendary entering his hands, and Talia will be falling down, but Whisker will be responding with his own, but down is there. Suki with the down of damage. He might be looking for more double kill. There we go. He will be trying to look for the flicker. G Kundo is there. Felix able to walk away with the help of Right Garlic, who will be able to help him down, but there we go. They are marching down onto the mid lane. 3 members versus 2 members. There's a damage, there's a defense, there's a lot of potentiality for the stats. Who is gonna be coming out on top? Because look at that, the base is onto the focus, and there we go. The dive coming in, the damage is there, killing free for the Leslie onto White Guarding. The beast is a no match for the lethal ignition, the leader counter that Leslie is dealing with 2 damage on top of there. But yeah, it's they have to back away because there's no way they'll be able to dive in.
No, for Team Pride, if they have to win, they have to just like target the Leslie, because Leslie is the only one who's dealing so much of damage and clearing everyone out from the backline.
Okay.
Blue team has slain the Lord.
Might see a fight in the top lane maybe.
Hero has been
And
slain.
yeah, Yin taken down by Esmeralda. And we can see that Leslie with the 51 stack of Sky Piercer. Now the amount of damage she has right now, and with the stack of Sky Piercer, the damage will be insane.
50 stacks. This is gonna be the power spike for the Leslie here, and he's already getting a lot more. So yeah, this is gonna be something that we are gonna be looking for. The focus is definitely there, but the law is gonna be marching down onto the mid lane. The base crystal is completely naked for the side, but look at the beast trying to dive into the back lines, but there's a protection coming through. No damage just yet, but Suki might be in trouble with the conceal. Oh no, he is out the flicker, but the kick is there. Fight Garlic will be thrown away. The only member just gonna be racing onto the base is gonna be the Felix, but look at the kill coming in. Queenie will be able to take down Bakalea onto the midst of it also, with a lot of resources being burned. Just 1 casualty so far, and it's already 80 minutes of this game, Cindy.
We can see the Team Pride is like they went to the backline to hold the enemy back, and that Felix clearing the Lord, it was a nice decision, because they were just distracting the enemy from attacking the base, and Felix at the time cleared the Lord and saved the base.
But the minions are gonna be pouring in on all to the lanes and the far lane even. It is kind of a setup, but for a speed, but look at that. There might be a toll coming in. Look at Queenie with the engage, and then because will be used. There's a backline dive coming in, but the steal will not be enough to take to help Suki survive by Darrell with another kill coming onto his hands. Alexa might be in trouble, but onto the backline there's gonna be a possible back there we're gonna be seeing, but SBS will not be able to take it down. But look at the Purify coming through. Oh, look at that. Felix in trouble, taken down. 1 kill onto the hands of SBS with the important member, but will he be able to survive? That's the question here, because he's got a lot of damage coming through onto 4 members. But look at the dive coming in. Garlic will not be able to kill him down. Okay, SBS surviving with that amount of kills, that amount of damages that he was taking. What a good job done.
No, Chow did a really good job there saving SBS. If it was
Yeah.
not for Chow, SBS would have taken down.
And yeah, that's something we're gonna be seeing much more here, because Chow is only so tanky, but look at that 2-man knockout, and the estimate being used onto the FPS, but look at the immunity coming in and the damage through. Esmeralda is one of the tankiest member here. You have the okay, there we go, we are outside onto the ultimate zone, and the Spirit will be used, but SBS will not be able to survive. But look at that stumper onto the run, 4 members chasing him down. A 5 member might be there, but look at that show onto the run as well, trying to save his member, but there might be eventually a setback that we're looking for. Immortality being bought for Rekt here. 4 versus 5, but look at the damage coming through, and time journey will be used. Alexa with another spear coming in, but the damage is there. Suki will be able to take down Queenie onto her hands, but yeah, what are their choices to fight there? Because look at that winter crown being used. It will not be enough. Double kill for the hands of Suki here. Look at the choke. Look at the kill. Choke into the backlines, kicking onto the tankier members. Will they be able to take it down? But no. Already 1-to-1 kill. 4 versus 4 members onto their hands. But look at the immortality being bought. Rekt might be in trouble. Killing spree for Suki here onto the Leslie. Maybe he's trying to go for more fight. Paneer might be in trouble. Taken down very low, but he does have the immortality. But look at the dive coming in. The base is 1 HP. Will they be able to take it? But mega kill onto the hands of Suki here. The base is taken very low. 1 hit and it's done. And double kill. Another kill to end the game for Suki. Team Acer will be able to take this game best of 1 series into their hands with a pure knockout.
No, it was a really bad situation for Team Pride. All the lanes were open and Felix was busy clearing the lanes, and that was the plus point for that Team Acer. Leslie, the amount of damage, 80 stacks.
80 stacks onto the hands. That's definitely something a big amount. And yeah, we were talking about the true damage, right, coming into play. Even though there was a chances that Felix might be able to have come back, it wasn't enough. So in the end, Team Acer, with so much calculation, with so much set, with so much knockout airbornes, were able to take the game hand in hand. But yeah, that's definitely not the end, because ladies and gentlemen, we have more games, more knockout games, and it's going to be as interesting as that game, 20 minutes long. We're going to be seeing much more. So yes, before we jump into the next round, let us take a little bit of a short break. कोई नहीं
Forgot about what?
रिजल्ट नहीं दिखाया ना इसने. Oh yeah. Okay.
A bit better, but कहाँ गया ये?
Pum.
Just anyways, thank you for
Like fairy
keeping up or
tales?
tolerating or whatever. Debbie, the Newcastle.
Who
I
deserves
love the
to
way
live
that you are
happily
brought
ever
up
after?
all of the vocabulary, like chunk down or
Five
whatever you
strong,
say, the
we
pendulum
ride
gameplay, the Hail
side by
Mary, as
side,
well,
locked
like
and
constantly
loaded,
listening
no
and
place to
analyzing with
hide. From
whatever you have
jungle
been saying.
deep to the
Very
final
good.
lane, we
Hey,
bring the
thank
storm,
you.
we
I've
bring
been
the
being,
flame,
I've
we
been
hear the call. The
even
time is
baby, you
now.
have to
Push
widen your
through the
vocabulary.
clash, we roll
Yes,
back
exactly.
down. Every skill
I
shot,
must say that I was
every
expecting
stride,
this
we
Titus a
fight
bit
as
earlier. I
one.
wouldn't say it's a bad item.
Unified,
It is a good item,
we're
but I think a
legends.
little earlier
Collide,
could
the
have been a
fire
little more helpful.
ignites. We
And the
light
fact
up
that
the
she went
map
for
like
the first
stars in the
item as the
night.
anti-heal,
With every
that is a
move,
really smart
we shift
decision,
the
which
tide.
needed to be
This is
pointed
all
out. She even
yours,
told her
our
boost to
battle
get the win
cry.
chance,
In
which
the
was
heart of
actually
the
useful
fight, we
when
rise, we
Lucas dived
thrive. No
onto
fear,
her.
no doubt, we're
Esmeralda
born
had
to
a really bad
survive.
build,
Together we'll
and the fact that
stand,
she got a
no need
choco
to hide.
will
Cause this
tell
is
us
the moment when
volumes about the
legends
gameplay and the
collide.
build.
Towers fall,
They didn't
but
have a
we're
unique
not done.
composition,
The
which
base is
makes me
shaking.
doubt the
Here
existence
we
of
come,
Belric a
a
bit.
dance of death
But then
in
again, they did not know
pixel
about
light.
Leslie
One
back
last
then, because
push,
Belric
one
versus Leslie
final
is not really
fight.
a good
Mids under
matchup.
pressure. Bots
Both the teams
holding
had really
strong.
unique
Top
drafts,
lanes of
because
war
these
zone.
are
We
not exactly
carry
meta
on.
plays. But
Ults
then again, there
online.
were a few of
Shadows
the meta
crawl.
heroes,
Call the
so
gank.
let's just say
We'll
it's
take 'em
understandable. It was a
all.
roller coaster up and
Echo and
down,
chant.
the pendulum which we were
Legends.
rushing to.
Rise up. Legends. Strike hard. Legends never fall. We
Yes, it
own
is
this
already
battleground.
9:33,
When
and
legends
20 minutes
collide, the
wait
fire
is
ignites. No turning
basically
back, we burn through the nights. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no
I
need
already
to
told you
hide.
to
We
put
came for
matchups at like
glory,
40 minutes
side by
so that it's
side.
a little more
This is the
timely.
moment when
Because
legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the
By
storm,
the way,
we
text
bring
of the
the
next
flame,
casters and
we
all
hear the call,
should have been
the
here.
time is now. Push through the clash, we roll back down. Every skill shot, every stride,
I'll
we
also
fight
take a
as
lead.
one, unified. When legends collide, the
I didn't
fire
do anything.
ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our your, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl.
I got
Call the
really
game,
very nervous,
we'll take 'em all.
First match I wasn't that nervous because nobody was there now, but this time Roots and Nico played there, so I got really nervous.
Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride.
Bibi, I'm
The
sorry,
final blow, no need to hide. We came from glory, side by side.
बहुत ज्यादा
This is the moment when
पड़ा।
legends collide.
ऐसा कोई नहीं.
Like fairy tales?
The more you get scolded, the more
Who
you
deserves to
learn.
live happily ever after?
जो भी है, लेकिन खराब लगा यार, तुमको सारा काम करवा दिया।
We ride
कर ही
side
नहीं
by
पाया।
side, locked and loaded, no
Later.
place to hide.
Later.
From jungle deep to the final lane, we
Okay,
bring the storm, we bring the flame,
Baby, do
we
you
hear the
play,
call.
like,
The time is now.
रोम खेलता है?
Push through the clash, we roll back down. Every skill shot,
रोम खेलता है?
every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map
Support
like
ही सही
stars
कर
in the
पाता है ना?
night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is
क्या
our
बोला?
war, our battle
रोम कर
cry.
पाता है तुम?
In the heart of the fight, we
मेरे को
rise,
अभी
we thrive. No fear, no doubt,
मेरे को
we're born
कुछ
to survive.
मैचेस के लिए
Together
चाहिए
we
तुम
stand,
लाइक खेलने
no
के लिए
need to
2-3 मैचेस
hide,
के
'cause
लिए
this is the
सेबेस्टियन
moment
लाइक
when
थोड़ा
legends
बाहर है।
collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gang, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame, we hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we roll back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our your, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genj, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genj, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends.
Hello and welcome back to the MOBA 5v5 tournament of the India MOBA Cup Season 1. We are approaching the round 1, day 3, and the match number, I'm pretty sure it was 6. So me and Wans right now, we're back into the casting deck. Wans, how's it going, my guy?
Going great, man. I just had like the first game of tonight with Roots, and boy,
Oh.
it was a really awesome game. You know, I got to see one of the members of Impurity Esports, Van Saturu, on a team, you know, called AHK. I was kind of caught off guard, so you know, I'm like hoping for more surprises tonight, because if we take a look at the teams here, I'm not familiar with them, so
What's your command?
I'm not really sure how they play, but it is gonna be one heck of a thrilling game tonight.
Yeah, it is interesting because that team consists of like a bunch of other teams as well. Not only Van Sataru, but I'm pretty sure I was given some insights by Debbie, and that's why Debbie was also set like what star studded or something. There's a word called filled with stars, that team. But anyhow, right now we are into the game because right now blue side is gonna be Blaze YT. I'm pretty sure they came here to have content for their YT. And onto the red side, we got ourselves the Vengeance Seekers. Will they seek their vengeance in here? But looking at that draft and bans, I'm not so sure what.
Oh my god, man! I mean, the draft that they're coming up from the side of Vengeance Seekers, it's really unexpected. They're coming up with a Harley ban. I'm not sure what kind of a ban that is. Maybe they might have done a little bit of stalking on the side of, you know, Flame Blaze YT. So they might have ban where they had it. But then again, oh my god, wow. A Yin ban coming up from the side of Vengeance Seekers. Man, this is looking like one of those scenarios early in the season, where we all reach epic, and then we see this kind of ban.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty much looking like that. So yeah.
Mm.
And talking about, Flame Blaze YT here, they're coming up with a lot of assassin bans here. Their ban are like literally focused on assassins. They have the Fanny, Hayabusa, and the Henzo taken out of the pigs.
Indeed, indeed. And look at that. It seems like Vengeance Seekers are going to the strat where, well,
Need some stitches?
Blaze,
I can
Flame,
help.
YT, they don't sound intimidating. So why don't we go ahead and do the epic bans, right? Because it's high likely they might be picking. So I'm just saying, underestimation could come, but it could be your downfall again. But look at the pick so far once. Onto the side of Blaze, we got ourselves a Melissa. Of course, there's a Granger, which has already been picked on the side of Vengeance Seeker, but a Granger and a Melissa, I mean, this Melissa is going to have a hard time against this Granger. That's for sure.
I do agree with you because the Melissa, with the muddle, she can be a little troublesome, and Granger, he just not going to be able to do much against that muddle, especially when the Melissa gets her hand on the corrosion side. It is going to slow the hell out of the Granger, and he won't be able to escape from the clutches with that Melissa that easily with that slow effect. And oh my lord, look at the picks coming up from the
Oh,
side of Flame Blaze. They're picking a fusion. Damn, man. This is definitely going to be a Gusion mid. What do you think?
Is banning.
It seems like, consider the fact that we see that Petrify there, usually Gushan mid laners, they either go for the Petrify, the Flicker, or maybe the Execute as well, if they are, like, if they are, what you would call it, that they're not good at securing the kills. So, onto the side of Vengeance Seekers, like you said, Melissa could be a possible, toe-to-toe against a Granger. But a Granger does have that Rondo, right? Rondo to
Yeah.
dash away from the the clutches of muddles. So most of the time, it's like 90% of the time, a Granger will always destroy Melissa because of the fact that Melissa is more of like a standstill marksman, right? And Granger is a hidden run, and the Rhapsody is just gonna devour him once. So onto the side, Kirito onto these Lucas and also Akumo. This is interesting because a Hylos, a very very solid pick on the side of Vengeance Seekers.
Oh yeah, the Hylas is definitely a good pick, and especially with these kind of picks, where they have pick a Gusion and a Julian with a lot of magic burst. The Hylas being one of the tankiest tank, can focus mostly on that magic defense, and with that revitalize and the glorious part can just charge forward into these fighters and assassins like Gusion, and then create a problem for them because his ring of punishment actually it has a decent slow effect, so it can be a little troublesome for Fusion and Julian after they've used their skills, so there won't be much that they can do to escape the Hylas. And not only that, but they have Lucas as well, and Lucas, man, he's just a great hero in the current meta. He's like really dominant, and man, the Beast of Light form, nah, don't mess with that thing.
Yeah. Once you turn into the Beast of Light, there comes the Flash combo, and destroyed by the Flash combo you go. So to the side, it seems like it's gonna be if Vengeance Seekers go for a jungle pick right now, it's either gonna be a Lucas EXP. I'm pretty sure, but seeing that retribution on that Tylos, I'm pretty sure Vengeance Speaker don't do this because if whoa, is it gonna be a Lucas jungle? Because these two picks, man, it's giving me kind of like a skeptical vibe.
And the beast of vengeance.
And looking at the draft here, I'm just I'm really flabbergasted because look at the picks coming up from the side of Vengeance Seeker. And they have a lot of front lines. They have like really, really thick heroes. And on the side of Blaze YT, they don't have much heroes that can burst down these tanky heroes. They have what? Only a Melissa. And the Melissa can, deal out a decent damage only in the late game against these kind of heroes. So relying solely on a Melissa against these many tanky heroes, it's just way too risky. And boy, they have a lot of magic damage on their team. So their main focus in the early and mid game will definitely go towards that Radiant and Athena shield.
Indeed, if you want to counter magic damage, why not get the 2 items that
I will
completely
find a way,
counters most of the
even
damage?
when all is
So onto the
forlorn.
side of Blaze White Tea, they're going for the Belleric at the same time. Seeing a Tamos in the tournament, it's kind of weird because this
Mhm.
guy, as a fighter, he's like the only fighter with Zilong, I should say, and Aldos as well. That is like being a bit, down on the meta. Nobody picks this guy anymore unless they the other opposing team have that the CC field thing. But look at the outside of Vengeance Seekers, they are brim filled with the crowd control. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
hard for Blaze YT to do something against this comp because the side of Vengeance Seekers, the draft is more justified and meta wise.
Yeah. I mean, talking about the meta, Vengeance Seekers are definitely with the meta here because, oh my god, just look at that, Bolty. 3 tanky lineup, the Gatot, the Hylas, and the Lucas. I'm not really sure how Blaze YT are, gonna face up again these heroes because there is just so many bodyguard, to create space for that Granger to shine with his Dead Sonata as well as the Rhapsody. And boy, Vexana plus the Eternal Guard. Man, it's just like what?
Mhm.
Welcome to Mobile
4
Legends.
front
There we
lines
go.
for the side of Vengeance Seekers, yeah.
Exactly. That
5
is gonna be the
seconds till
cherry
the
on
enemy
top for the
reaches the
side of Vengeance
battlefield.
Speaker as we're
Smash
going
them.
and heading to the land of dawn. As blue side supposed to be Blaze, YT, and on the red side we have Vengeance Seekers. And may the best team get this.
Oh yeah, and with that we see that we are in the land of dawn and both side of the teams are just gonna be farming their way onto that buff, helping their jungle clear that jungle as soon as possible. And we see that they're just gonna be, getting those early buffs, trying to get that early level 4 and probably look for a gang, but then again look at the side of Vengeance Seekers already coming up with that engage here.
That's a jungle invade here. It seems that Ash wants to get a little bit, but he's gonna get punished by the blaze of the Gushin again. Doherty is out of in position. The medals grabs onto her, but it seems like the Gushin will be the one to get the double and the finishing Shadow Blade blow. So with that being said, 2 on the side of Blaze Whitey so far. As a Gushin on the jungle, of course, you're gonna be dealing lots of damage, so it's kind of unwise to kind of what do you call it? Invade.
Oh
Seems
my
like more's gonna be
god.
coming. Oh wow, Blaze YT though. They're actually kind of getting the early game ones.
Oh my god, they're definitely getting the early game because the Gatot, man, his passive does not work against magic. Because what? If his HP is lower, he gets extra physical defense, and that extra physical defense is not gonna do anything against the Julian and Gushan. And oh my god, Wolfie, look at that.
This time that the Gushin is down the gutter. And of course, the Beast of Light is going to get secured a kill because he's just a way better pick onto the side of Vengeance Seekers. The turtle is going to be spawned in a matter of seconds. It seems like Blaze, they do want to be in position to give the vision, but they do not know that the topper side is where some of the teams from Vengeance Seekers are here. The turtle spawn, turtle soup for the taking, but nobody's going for more because Blaze YT, Mr. Tamus is in trouble. He might get taken out here, but has to be forcing out with the vengeance being popped as well. The initiation comes, trying to get a kill, but the claims is going to be made right here because this Belleric is going to fall to the hands of Kirito, man. He's on his sword art leveling online session because bot side, we're seeing a solo kill. And then at the same time, the top side has a 3 massacre onto the side of Blaze YT.
Oh my god, these two teams are like really, really bloodthirsty. There's like non-stop engage coming up from both sides of the team, and with that, we see the turtle will be going to the side of 3 Vengeance Seekers without any problem because all the members of Blaze Whitey here, they're just taken down. And if you take a look at the bot side, then you see that the Melissa, oh my god, look at that.
Oh, AOG onto the face of the Melissa here. Boro bites the dust as the revenge, or what the Vengeance Seekers seek, they get the Melissa. With that being said, 3-6 on both teams, but the edge is going to be onto the side of Vengeance Seeker, trying to get that bot, gold plate as much as possible, but the initiation going to be coming here. That's the gank, but a perfect unbreakable to stop the ganking, but it seems like it's going to get traded out because, on the safety of the Granger here. Never fine. Kirito wants to go for more touches here. Gotta go with a little bit of a flash combo. Did take out the Atlas, not the Atlas, but the Bellergate process. But Kirito will be the one to fight the dust instead. And another Shadow Blade Slaughter, but Boro gets the kill as well. So 2 down onto the side of Vengeance Seekers because that gank was definitely justified on the side of Blaze.
That was definitely justified, and man, just look at Blaze. They're tilting the scales of the game here. They're like falling off behind a bit here and there, but then again they managed to scale the scales, put the weight on their side, and tilt it totally towards them. And if we take a look, oh my god, a solo kill shot of Cam there.
Told you once.
In the bot lane.
Indeed. And that's gonna be another hunk of a goal and a hunk of Capriccio stacks onto the hands of Mr. No Name because, look at his IG and he does not have a name. So we're just going to call him Granger for now. And looking so far once, what do you want to say about the momentum that's going on the side of Blaze?
I would definitely say that, they do have the early potential in the game. Because the Hylas, not prioritizing that magic damage. So he's not going to be much of a problem as of now. With that Clock of Destiny, he's not going to be able to do much against the Julian and the Granger. So, they can take advantage of that and look for the early snowball. But then again, if they, you let the Vengeance Seekers get their hands on those items, it's going to be really hard to burst them down. And the Melissa solely can't do that. And the Vengeance is just on top of that cherry for a count.
That's very true, but it seems like Raven's Die might be popped here into midst of the turtle soon, but Kirito still gets it because Vengeance Seeker, they just are taking vengeance, and this is a double onto the hands of the jungler of Vengeance Seekers. Lots of repetition going on, but 3 will fall in that turtle clash. All props going to the side of once again set Vengeance Seekers.
Blue team turret has been
Vengeance
destroyed.
Seekers, they're looking for vengeance. They took down 3 members from the side of Blaze, and man, just look at that. They're even going for the objective. They've managed to get the first tier of bot lane, and with that, they're just making their way down to the mid lane. Maybe gonna stick together at this point of time around because you do not want to, get caught with that. Oh, look at that.
It's a little bit of a delay coming in, but that is the initiation for Vengeance Seekers to just go ahead and get some kills. But it seems like that Rapids Die will positively a little bit by Akumo and Blaze YT are gonna get caught in the process here, but it seems Tiger Granger enough Rhapsody to just clear everybody out. Gets a kill, 2 down to the side of Blaze YT. The LG connects and the double kill being picked up the Rhapsody boy. And with that being said, that's 3 deaths onto the side of Blaze YT. 13 kills onto the hands of Vengeance Seekers because they are like 4 gold K ahead.
Man, that was a really, really bad trade for the side of Blaze because they just got 1 for 3, and that's not a good trade because you do not want to, keep losing your MM or your jungle. And if you take a look at the, jungle, he's like already dead 3 times with 1, 3, 4 of a KDA, which is not really good. And just look at that, another fight stirring up here in the jungle of that orange buff.
Indeed, that's just a little bit of a competition, but it was good that the EXP, not EXP, but the jungler that is mech getting that buff. So right now, look at the items so far. Once we are seeing a Melissa going for the corrosion side. At the same time, what do you think about corrosion side? Will it be better if Melissa just go for the full crit instead?
I mean, with heroes like the God, Hylas, and Lucas, I feel like the corrosion might be good, but then again, I'm not really sure why she's prioritizing that Casclaw at the moment, because that's not gonna do much. You need that Demon Hunter sword to melt down these tanky. Oh my god, just look at the contest for that purple buff, man.
That's crazy, and of course Vengeance Seekers are gonna start finding kills. But it's gonna be a 1-to-1 trade on this one because the trade is gonna be going more tilted Hitlet on to the side of Vengeance Seeker because Kirito gets the triple but denied the Maniac, and the double rest is gonna be falling to the hands of Granger, and that's impossible, and it is a wipe to the side of Vengeance Seekers, and they are trying to relish this moment to take out that tier 2 and going for the shield. That's gonna be the inhibitor.
Man, if not for that inhibitor shield, it would have been a game 1 for the side of Vengeance Seekers. Man, they're absolutely wrecking Team Blaze at this point, because Team Blaze not being able to do much at this point around. They do not have the burst, they do not have the damage to take down these tanky front lines. Oh my god, just look at the cam coming up from the side of... Oh.
That's a legendary being picked up by the Granger once again, because solo killing that jungler is definitely gonna go so much to the side of Vengeance Seekers. And right now, oh, another kill onto the hands of Vengeance Seekers on the Granger here. That's a down tier 2 on the bot side. Can we check the stacks of this guy right here, this Granger right here? I mean, he's gonna be busting with stacks, I'm pretty sure now.
Yeah, that was pre-show, man. Oh my god, 462 in like 9.5 minutes. This is crazy. And boy, look at that inhibitor, you know. Oh
that
my
innocent. Now this time he's getting molested completely, falling to the hands of Vengeance Seekers. And the bot mid inhibitor is so low to a point it's going to be falling anytime. The Luminous Lord is up, so Lucas Kirito is going to make that initiation to the Lord, while the team, you know, buys some time for him, or maybe Vexana is going to help out as well. But it seems like as at the same time Granger also still want to find more kills, getting caught in two muddles here. It seems like Mr. Kurapika here trying to do something, but that is the damage coming in as the Lord being diversified, taken onto the top side here, because Blaze YT are gonna have a hard time.
Oh my god, the fights are just not ending. Look at that.
Oh, easy. That's Sonatas, man. That is definitely music to the ears of Granger, because this guy is just getting free hits, free kills, and also this time he's getting more precision stacks as his teammates are getting a little bit, you know, connected by the muddles here. But they don't care. They're way too, you know, up onto the gold lead. At the same time, just pure objectives as well. But it's just a matter of fact that Blaze YT have to defend this, or if not, this is good night for them.
Oh my god, this is looking like a complete good night for them, because look at the Lord. Even the Eternal God is going to be up in about a few seconds, and boy, to be able to defend this push with just a single melee side is going to be really, really tough. Look at that ulti, oh my god.
There's a lot of resources being spent, but of course, Vengeance Seekers will completely wipe their platter here as the triple being taken by to the side of Kirito once again. But it seems like that's going to be another kill, and that's a Savage! Let's go, because the Beast of Light secures the Savage. And with that being said, it is over for Blaze YT. No clipping onto this YT as Vengeance Seekers seek their vengeance on this.
Oh my god, man. Oh my god, a freaking vengeance right before the, you know, end of the game there. That was like a cherry on top of a beautiful cake that, you know, Vengeance Seekers pulled out. They absolutely wrecked Blaze YT. Blaze YT, you know, there was like a little mistakes with the draft, because the draft was just not it. It just wasn't good enough against Vengeance Seekers, man. Vengeance Seekers, they really prioritize those front lines for the Vexana and the Granger. These three front lines, you know, they managed to get their hands on those early kills early on, despite you know, losing the invasion. They managed to come back with that sweet victory there.
Yeah, they're just teasing them a little bit of that early access. But for now, we see that Flame Blaze was sitting on to the 100% turret damage. He was the only one that's like, you know, scraping the turrets of Vengeance Seekers. Though it's but then again, he still got the bronze. So overall, I think the side of Blaze, they couldn't perform to their fullest. Maybe if they can reconsider the draft for next time, because this time they're eliminated, done and dusted, but Vengeance Seekers will reign victorious. With that being said, guys, don't go anywhere yet, because we're going to be back with another, you know, electrifying match. And it's me, Balti, and Wands. And once again, we'll be back, guys. Stay.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot Every stride, we fight as one, unified. We're legends, collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here we come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, bots holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gank, we'll take them all. Echo and chant, legends, rise up, legends, strike hard, legends, never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the nights. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. Just the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. We're legends, collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here we come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, bots holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gank, we'll take them all. Echo and chant, legends, rise up, legends, strike hard, legends, never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the nights. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. Just the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. We're legends, collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise. rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gank, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the nights. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. Just a final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gank, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the nights. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. Just a final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box hold.
Hello again, and we're back to the. I'm pretty sure this is like seventh match of the MOBA India Cup Season 1. And we are right now back in the casting desk, me and Bolty once. So last match was an absolute cinema of a match, and we're absolutely seeing destruction from Vengeance Seekers. But this time we got two teams that are actually could be, pretty decent, because I am seeing Daku Sena member here, because these are on the blue side, the Omni Archons, and on the red side we have the Sanrio as well. So once, what do you feel about these?
Well, I'm feeling, I'm
Sir,
feeling good
what's
about
your
these
command?
teams. I'm
Your
feeling like,
team
yeah,
is banning.
tonight we can, see some thrill, not,
Always on the
like
way.
those pretty
Your
one-sided
team is
games. Because
banning.
the teams that we have here on the table, like we have the Dakusena, and these teams are really strong. And Dakusena, I've seen them played a lot, and they are pretty good, I'd say.
Let's fight
And
to our
yeah,
heart's
they have the
content. Your
potential,
team
to
is
get to the
banning.
top. But then there are still many aspects that they need
Experience
to
the
work in.
euphony
Your
of
And
team
suffering.
is
yeah, keeping
banning.
that aside, let us take a look at the draft. Because Bolty, if we take a look at the draft here from the side of Dakusena, already a Fanny and a Lucas ban coming up, and as a counter ban, we see that they're picking away the Grandeur and the Matilda.
Indeed. Look at that.
born
Another
by the
Jin.
hedge,
That's a
guided
sure
by
ban,
lantern's
especially from
light.
a skilled team like Dakusena itself. So this is basically like
team is
a
picking.
amalgamation of a bunch of teams. I'm pretty sure. And once again, so that's a badang bang onto the hands of Sanrio again. So they don't really want the initiation coming in from like the potential of a badang. What can it do in the battlefield, right? That's like
Yeah,
too much. Even though the nerf of badang is being introduced in these early patches, but it's still so much to the fact that even assassin players couldn't do much. Most of the skills can be cancelled by Badang. So here you have it. That's a justified ban.
yeah. I mean, yeah, the Badang, right? You don't want to keep him open because he's just gonna create a
Magic is
lot of
my
setup for your
life. Your
team.
team is
But
picking.
here we are, we see Ian coming up with a Harrod pick right off the
Hmm.
bat. Not even, not even scared for any counter picks. Just gonna lock on that Harrod, Nah. So we might see a few counters coming up for that Harrod alone, because there are a lot of counters for Harrod. We have Kufra, we have Minceter, we have Phobius, but no, it is gonna be our one and only, our Centaur. It's gonna be High Loss.
Yes, the Hylos there, the Centaur there. Definitely, I say it's a good pick, especially going against a Harrod, because a Harrod, despite him dealing a lot of bursty damage, he's not very consistent in chunking down the HP of Hylos. And Hylos is basically, I mean, he does weaker against like attack speed heroes, but as for a Harrod, does have the Zaman Force to keep the consistent damage, but of when, because the Bring of Punishment is going to be slowing you down. So onto the side of Omni Archons here, they might be picking something that can kind of counterpick this high loss early game. But look at that. Onto the side of Sanrio, they're going for the Suyu Jungle. Classic one once.
Yeah, that's definitely a classic jungle, because talking about the Suyo, he is really popular in the meta as of now. He's like one of those consistent, consistent heroes that is always there in the meta. And having him on your side is, quite good. You can do a lot of things with Suyo. But then again, if you take a look at Dakusena, they're coming up with a good thought and a Sicilian pick. So the late game on the side of Dakusena is looking pretty solid. Not only do they have Harrod, they also have a Sicilian. So the late game potential that they have is quite good. But then again, if they do not balance out the early game by adding, those early game heroes that can snowball, then they might have a really tough time in the early phases of the game as well as the mid phase, because you can't just rely on two late game heroes. You need those early game heroes as well to balance out the draft.
Indeed. Well said once.
Your
But
team
look,
is
to
banning.
counter the onslaught that's coming from to the side of the Omni Archons, seems like the Vexana pick for the Sicilian. I don't exactly like a Vexana pick against a Sicilian, because in terms of, range wise, these two heroes are like very, toe to toe towards each other. The only
Mm.
thing that makes Vexana a little bit better is because of the that two constant CC that he could be dealing, right?
Time to
That
drop
is
the
usually
beat
the
of the
Eternal
flash.
Guard and of
Team is
course the Curse
banning.
Grip. So
Yeah.
right now, that's a Joy band and to the hands, like you said, early game burst potential being stripped away to the hands of Omni Archons because the Joy is possibly a counter, like usually pick as a counter pick against a Suyu. So it seems
Uh-huh.
like the choices are being shimmered here.
Yeah, the
Let's hear from the
bands
crowd.
here coming up from the
Make some
side of
noise for yours
what
truly.
team was it again, Bolty? I like literally lost him.
Bans on the side of Sanrio, yes.
Oh yes, Sanrio. Oh my gosh,
I'd
how
see
did
those
that
men
slip
itching
away?
for a
We
real
literally have a
fight.
Sanrio collab in like Mobile
Yeah.
Legends. So yeah. Talking about Sanrio though, their draft, their bans against Dakusena, it's really solid.
Let's
They're not
go.
giving them those
Your
heroes,
team
that
is
can
picking.
snowball right off the early game there. So that's really good for them. But then again, the picks that they have as of now, it's not looking pretty solid against Dakusena. I mean, the Suya is quite good, but then again, the Vexana against a Sicilian might not do as good as when it comes to the laning phase because she has the lane clear
Your
potential, but
team
then
is
again,
picking.
in the late, Sicilian will outshine her. And boy, look at that! Talking about the early game, we see a Lapu Lapu pick. I think this is like a debut of a Lapu Lapu in this tournament as of now. Not seen a Lapu so far,
Your
and
team
boy,
is
just
picking.
as I was saying, they need to balance out the draft. Here comes those fighters that are, gonna shine in the early phase of the game. Here comes the alpha pick, followed up by a Lapu Lapu. So that is gonna be a really strong early game for the side of Dakusena as well.
That is very true because Moskov, I mean, of course, you have the range to and the passive to kind of poke out the Harriet, but in terms of the early game phase wise, you're gonna be struggling because the Harriet has an advantage over a Moskov because magic damage always has an advantage over any physical hero. So this Moskov, for I mean, they have to wait out. Sanrio have to wait out in the later phase. If not, this Moskov is just going to be a sitting duck, especially to the comms, like the tanky comms to the side of Omni Archons. And look at that.
Yeah.
They're going for the pickoffs with, I'm pretty sure this is going to be an EXP Chow, I believe, onto the hands of
Hmm.
Sanrio.
Yeah. I mean, Balti, just look at the draft of Sanrio. They have a Cho, but then again, what is the Cho gonna do, right? Against a Lapu. A
Yep.
Lapu is definitely gonna overwhelm the Cho, so I'm not really sure how this Cho is gonna work out. And talking about, the Way of the Dragon, it can pick up the Sicilian, but then again, Harad though, it's gonna be tough with that Purify on his pocket. So not a lot of pickup heroes from the side of Sanrio. So they have to, play this game really decisively. They have to, work on their micro and macro really well against this kind of a draft here.
Indeed, indeed. And talking about micro, macro as well, this Moskov needs a lot of micro to set up a play, possibly to kind of, outplay this complete one hell of a lineup that we're
To
seeing on the side of
Mobile
Omni Archons
Legends.
because we are back into the land of Dawn. This is going to be the 7th match of
5
tonight, ladies and
seconds till
gentlemen,
the enemy
in the
reaches
India
the
Moba Cup
battlefield.
Season
Smash
1.
them.
And with that being said, blue side is going to be Omni
Ultras
Archons, red
deployed.
side going to be Sanrio, going for the elimination round. And this is where it all starts.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, for now, it's just gonna be that classic early game farm from both sides of the teams. They are just gonna be focusing on that early game farm, and it seems like the thought trying to provide a little information for his team. They're trying to rotate around the buff and look for possible, you know, provide vision. But then again, look at them. They're just gonna be heading towards that buff and gonna be farming right off the bat there. Not much going on around as of now, right, Bolty?
Yeah, they don't even need, and the Omni Archons don't even have to, help their jungler because it's an alpha we're talking about. The clearing speed is just way too crazy on an alpha. So, as a matter of fact, there might be a little bit of a gank on the bot side over here because Chao did make an engagement here, but Sicilian, though, we're trying to use that Sanguine Claws to claw out Cho. But for now, both of the teams are going to be backing off.
Yeah, I mean, I really love the way these teams are playing.
Yeah.
It's the early phase of the game. They're not rushing for any kind of engage towards one another. They're just like playing it really decisively, looking for possible lost lambs. And look at the top though. There's like a a little bit of a skirmish that was cooking up there, but then again, no, it's just gonna be them playing it safe as of now. But then again, look at the highlights with the Ring of Punishment actually bullying a Lapu Lapu.
That's very true, but that's a retribution being popped by the Alpha, that is Shishi. At the same time, Keenator is going to bite this first to the hands of Sanrio, because it seems like Alpha is also getting caught in a little bit of a trouble there, gets taken out by Akio. At the same time, that's a double kill for the roaming Cho here, picking up kills just like that, but it's just going to be a matter of fact that he gets taken out instead. That's going to be a 2-to-1 trade with a favor looking to the side of Omniarchon.
Yeah, man, they're getting. Oh my God! Just look at that impact and that sanguine clock connecting beautifully, and even forcing out the flicker of that Vixana, forcing her to go back into the base, and it's just gonna create that early mid-game gap there, because the minions are definitely gonna go to waste because of that turret damage that will be hitting to those minions. And boy, the turtle is already up, and both the junglers are looking for a fight. But then again, look at that. The top is out there, providing information for his team, revealing all the locations of the enemies there.
Gyatso going a little bit too far, uses the golden spade to kind of do something to the teammates, but it's Caffeinator will be the one to get the kill here. That's 2 deaths on the side of Sanrio. That's a very good green light of the turtle taking as they're going straight for it as well. But it seems like, oh, a prey! Gets a prey on the turtle and steals it onto the hands of Sanrio, because Alpha, on the other hand, punishes him for doing such devious activities. And that is an Alpha getting a kill on the Suya. And it's also going to be another death here with killing spree for Haistatsu over here to the side of the Omni Archons.
Whoa, Omni Archons are just like on the lead as of now. They have managed to get 6 kills on their side, and not to mention, man, they're just doing absolutely great. They're doing what they need to do. Their main focus is now on farming the early game of the match here, and if we talk about Sanrio, they can't focus much on the Harrod as of now because they are quite behind. So the Harrod is getting free farm against that Moskov as well. He's winning in the laning phase, and boy, once he has his 3 main items, Feather of Heaven, the Starium Sight, and the Holy Crystal, the Harrod will be the one shining with that Chrono Dash and the Zuman Force. And boy, look at the bot lane there. Oh my lord.
Oh, that could be a kill. Yes, the Harrod picks it. That's just a nice way of just saying that Omni Archons need the gold for the Harrod to be picking up, but it seems like Gyatso here punishing Kevinator over here as well. But here comes the Spear of Alpha to take out an absolute flicks in the process, and also Kevinator falling. That's a one-on-one trade on both sides, but the better trade definitely always falls to the side of Sanrio right now.
Man, Sanrio, they're like picking up a skill with the on the bot.
What is going on over here? That is Liando getting a kill onto the Moskov as well, but it seems like another kill will be picked by Lian because he is just on point with the Zaman Force and the dashing and positioning. Talk about micro play. And with that being said, this time around, Omni Archons will get that extra 2 to be capitalizing onto more items for the Harrod. So the turtle is going to be spawning as well in a matter of seconds. So it's only a matter of fact that I feel like Archon are just going to take this as a free one.
Yeah, I mean, both. If you take a look at the gold difference is absolutely insane. Just look at that, a 4K gold difference already in like 5 minutes. Man, that is huge. And to recover from that, Sanrio, they have to come up with something really strategic. And oh boy, just look at that.
AOG?
Oh, AOG.
It has a flex over there, but it seems like the AOG being way too bad. But Kevinator will be the one to secure the kill. SOD comes in backside as well. But nobody's going to go out there because it's too risky. Poseidon is not going to come because it's too risky. So 2 falling in that clash. Perfect SOD, but it might be a trick over talking here. But it seems like the Blade Surge just perfect. Or maybe not. A kill. Somebody's going to take a kill, and yes, indeed. So much bad impact, but it seems like, oh no, what is he doing? What is Gyatso doing? Almost gets taken out. A blunder made by Sanrio, of course. But it seems like this show might be biting the dust over again because we had so much damage with the Chrono Fission. And with that being said, that is 2. That's onto the side of Sanrio, because Omni Archons are showing how Archons reign over the world.
Man. The absolute dominance coming up It's just crazy. They're just like creating so much space for the Harrod and for the Sicilian. Man, the Sicilian like literally took.
Solo.
Oh my god.
Almost a solo kill. There's a man force being popped as well, but it seems like Yan is in trouble because some of the Sanrio members are coming in to reinforce Poseidon, and yes, Poseidon will be the one to get the shutdown on Yan. So much gold being picked up on the side of Sanrio. With that being said, still a W, gank onto the side of Sanrio.
Yeah, Sanrio managed to pull up that bounty out of that Harrod's head, and oh boy, look at that. Another fight already stirring up right after that.
Oh, greatest fighter coming in. He's about to bet the slash indeed. The raging slash is going to be going to the back lines, but it's CC getting some kills. That is the Centaur. It's going to be a double for this man because he has that spare of Alpha to secure the kill. And 17 kills onto the hands of the Archons already, and so much. But it seems like, though, that's a little bit of a shutdown coming in because Poseidon gets a kill once again. This guy can finally have some, momentum to farm up a bit because he is going to be that saver, that grace onto the side of Sanrio.
Man, I'm not really sure how he's gonna grace upon his team because the itemization is take a look at the items. Oh, bullshit.
More fights here, man. Didn't give time to talk, but it seems like Yando getting a kill onto the Chao again, and Prey gets the shutdown onto the Gatot Kacha because those shutdowns will make sure there's a little bit of a difference there, a little bit of saving grace also because this Lord is finally spawned, and also Archons are onto the taking as well. But Poseidon, though, he might be the one to try to steal, but of course that's the Spear of Alpha coming in to make sure Poseidon stays at bay, and this could be another free free Lord onto the side of Sanrio because Yan gets a kill on Poseidon as GC gets the retribution. The pursuit continues as the Eternal Guard drop into the ranks of the Archons, but it seems like Chao will bite the dust, and that is 2 deaths. Can make it a 3 maybe over here, but no, Sanrio had enough because of the losses.
Man, Daku's my boy. They're just like not even giving a breather to Sanrio at this moment. Just look at that. Just look at the Lapu, man. He's like so confidently in there.
That was a nice dash. Oh no! Get busted by the AOG because that is a demigod we're talking about.
Man, the demigod, he just came up out of look at the
that's a perfect G-Kundo at the same time, the way of Dragon as well, but it's not gonna be enough for the Fett Archons to just be, devouring 2 members of Sanrio, right? As this mid inhibitor is gonna fall to the hands to the Lord as well, but it seems like Yatso biting the dust of the spares of Shishi. And with that being said, this is looking really dire to the hands of Sanrio.
I mean, man, the Sicilian is dealing absolute one heck of a damage with that Baron pack. And I would really love to see the stacks on the Sicilian because the way he's just, spamming those Baron pack and chunking. Oh, SOD.
Damn. They didn't see. I thought Poseidon was gonna go ahead for the kill, but it seems like they know that they can't be losing any sort of members, because if the Poseidon die, that's a green light for what Archons to go ahead straight for the pistol up. But this time it seems like Sanrio knows how to play, knows how to make that discipline play, right? Watch.
And boy, just look at the Sicilian with almost around 220 stacks there. Just dealing one heck of a damage, and even the build is crazy.
CC is going in for the slash, but it seems like that Winter Crown being powered just to the safety, make sure he does not get shut down as well. But nobody's falling there, but it's just they want to see that slither of hope to just take out one member and continue with the push. But no, Sanrio does not give it to them, but another, Spear of Hope, connecting to Gyatso, though. Gyatso almost biting just, but like I said, it is impossible for Harry to burst down the Pyro.
And just look at them getting the third with the Zaman Force. Oh my god!
Here comes the Spear, of course, and that's a double for Akio there, because this could be the end as they're getting killed non-stop, and this is the way of the Archon controlling the elements of the world. And there you have it. Omni Archon's gonna take the dub and, finally bidding their farewells to the side of Sanrio.
Boy, Dakusena, absolute dominance on Sanrio. They just absolutely obliterated Sanrio, with the draft that they came up couldn't counter much, and yeah, ultimately it led to their defeat. So you know, if they wanna come up again and face up against team like these, they have to step up their game. They have to work on their draft. They have to work on their picks, and most importantly, they have to work on their synergy, because the synergy was just not synergizing in this game. The coordination was a little bit lacking from the players, and that ultimately led to their defeat, because the synergy from the side of Dark Hussein, though, the follow-ups, the engage, the damage, everything was on par above what Sanrio had.
That is very much true. I mean, I did say Poseidon would kind of make that comeback, but once no, I mean, Omni Archons, completely deny his farm, it's like completely over the point, because once the Harid get that Holy Crystal, like you said once, it's completely over, especially against a Moscow. That Rose Gold Meteor ain't gonna do it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the ending of the 7th match, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure. And of course, it is gonna go to the hands of the Omni Archons. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is me and Wands. Of course, some matches, 2 matches is still left. It's gonna come, and just enjoy, get some popcorn and wait for it, because we're gonna be signing off now, and have a wonderful night, guys.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gang, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends rise up. Legends strike hard. Legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. Just the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the gang, we'll take 'em all. Echo and chant, legends, rise up. Legends, strike hard. Legends, never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. Just the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the India MOBA Cup, and presented by the RKT Esports. And here we are into the second last match of tonight, happening between the team Venom Esports versus the team Yamanatatsu. And ladies and gentlemen, on to the casting takes. I'm your caster, Yuna. Along with me, I have a really, amazing co-caster,
Yes,
Ikitsu.
yes, Yuna. I'm sorry. Uh, so my name is Ifrit, guys, and I'll be casting alongside you, Veena. And today we have an
Sir,
interesting
what's
match
your
between
command? Your
Yamanotatsu
team is
versus
banning.
Venom Esports. So the ban is Fanny. The Fanny, the evergreen ban, has been banned a lot in this tournament as well, and people are still afraid even after those nerfs. What do you say about that, Yuna?
I mean, Fanny, a really good, jungler, the potential, the capability she has onto herself, the, steel cables, she can, really rotate towards the map very easily, having that great mobility as well. The control damage is so good once she gets that snowball onto herself, and it's really kind of scary for the pack liners, especially the marksman and the mage, because she will be targeting onto them again and again, and they have to survive out and, very careful onto the first, like early phase. Right now, let's
Who
see
said
which
there are
bans
no
are coming up because
shortcuts
there
in
are a
life?
lot of
I
meta
literally
heroes, but we
invented
are
one.
seeing the cheap getting panned out.
The chip is getting banned out a lot in this tournament, Yuna. So I did watch a match today in I think the second or third match. The chip was banned left and
Let's
right by
fight
both
to our heart's
teams.
content. Your
And the
team
Lucas,
is
obviously the
banning.
Lucas, the
Oh,
evergreen
that
ban. Yeah, Yuna. Uh,
I mean, it doesn't get that much ban usually okay into the meta, but right now seeing him again and again ban, that's kind of interesting, because his sword cause the the teleportation vibe work. It's kind of scary into the team fights. He's there and he's bringing like four people together into the team fight, and you're getting knocked out over the choked out by the opponent. It's kind of scary, especially for those backlines into the team fight as well. A really good ban that's like Stan coming in, and it will be the Lucas. I mean, a good hero who can go onto the EXP as well, onto the jungle position, the sustain. The damage he does is like really
My
pretty good.
tail's been itching for a
yes,
real
it's
fight.
pretty good.
Team is
And the
banning.
Kalia, the new hero, the amalgamation of the Kadita and the Badang is being banned. The choke slam coming in hot over here because you know how she can disrupt the team fights with the amount of CC as well as the heal. The heal is no joke on Kalia if built right. Along with that Thunderbolt stack
Your
is an
team is
amazing hero.
banning.
And there we see a Jawhead ban. Does the team Yamanotatsu know that the enemy has a Jawhead player? Because this seems like a targeted ban, Yuina, in my opinion.
I mean, I do
Always on the
agree with
way.
you. The joy doesn't
Your
get
team
that
is
much banned
picking.
and picked up, and especially into the first phases of their tournament, and only few players are there who can play out a joy very well. But I guess the target ban, like definitely, I'm agreeing with you. Because if it doesn't like, or maybe it can be something they're just planning or plotting onto themselves, and we can also see a very good pan coming in. That will be the Matilda. Let's see on to the picks, which hero they're gonna pick. I mean, a flex pick could be a really good, even a Gata Gacha, to just confuse out the opponent.
And
Your
it's
team
going to
is
be
picking.
the Sicilian. So your guess of a flex pick is no longer valid, Yuina, because of Sicilian, we do know that he is a late game monster with those stacks, and if paired with Carmilla, ooh. So let's see what the and it seems like it's going to be Harriet that
You've
will
got the
counter
looks. I've got the
perhaps the
brains.
Sicilian, or is it going to go on the goal lane because Harriet is a flex pick that you were talking about, but instead of seeing it from the Yamanotatsu's side, we saw it from Team Venom Esports. It's a bit weird to see Sicilian still being picked, but yeah, no doubt. And we see a Gatokacha
Your
as well.
team is
So your
picking.
prediction did come true just on the other side of the team.
Definitely, but the Gato Gacha is really good onto the EXP, especially onto the room position. But I kind of prefer Gato onto the EXP as well. Height will be definitely going on to the goal, and like how can the team miss out this hero? The domination he's showing, through this season, and also like before the season, he was doing so great. And we can see from the Yamana Tatsu, they are taking up the phobias as well. The Pakita, they are showing up. Are they gonna take it? No.
I don't think so. I think they're just going to show Paquito because Paquito is right now not in the meta as far as I know that. And picking Phobius is something that I would really love because this hinders the team Venom Esports from picking Badang if they do plan on doing so because he's still open as of
Your
now.
team is
And we see
picking.
that Soyu with that amazing damage as well as those escape skills is a versatile hero in my opinion and one of the best assassin as of now.
Definitely, the Soyuz damage is so good as well. If he gets the early fill, like he's gonna be really unstoppable. The soul saver damage, the mobility he can come up from the team fight, that
Time
is
to
really
drop the
impressive.
beat of the
And
clock.
right
Your
now
team
they're
is
picking up a
banning.
really good, competition towards this year, and that will be the joy, the electrifying builds, melting down the front liner, the damage she does, as well the rhythm of joy giving that dashes into the team fight. She can type in, she can come out, and then I really love this jungler. I mean, at first, like she needs some time, but after
Your
she catches her
team
pick,
is
she
banning.
is gonna be a little monster, dancing around into the team fight. As well,
Your
we can
team
see
is
a really good,
banning.
the rumor getting banned out. And one thing, I just realized one thing: why the ban of the chip? Because onto the opponent, we can see, Doctor Who is really good with the chip. The Titan there's
Your
onto the
team is
ability is
banning.
so good. I mean, a really good respect pan. And I just realized right now, and there's also Farsa over there. I mean, this artillery base. She has like really so much good potential. The with the ace strike, the damage into the early game, the burst damage, the range she has. She have to stay in one position and she have to wait for a correct movement. Until the team, and she have to use the ultimate with the flicker over there, and the mobility she gets is so good. She can rotate so easily onto the map.
Yes, I do agree. And I love that you pointed out about Doctor Who. So his actual name was Super Who, right? He was in my friend list, and I do remember seeing him play Chip like hellish Chip. I have been against him and with him as well. So yeah, that reminds me, he was a global Chip. So yeah, well done pointing it out. And we see a Selena with those traps all over, providing vision as well as a lot of CC if those connect, that is. And the electrifying beats of Joy is something that I do love seeing. And I do remember one of the matches in the previous games. The Joy built her Holy Crystal in what, within like 10 minutes? Holy Crystal as well as one other item, which was amazing to see the dominance by that Joy player. And we see a Tigreal as well as a carry pick. Carry is a wise pick considering the shield that will be provided by the Harith as well as that Gadokacha, and it will be needed to melt it. And the Edith, okay, the Edith again a tanky pick, so carry can do wonders over here. What say you, Yuina?
Definitely, the carry damage is so good as well. She is a tank killer. She will be melting them down very easily onto the lead phase when she catch up with her damage. As well, talking about Selena, I mean, there is the poke she does is kind of really annoying with the arrows and the traps flying little demons. I usually call that one. It's flying over, stunning you, and as well into primal darkness form. She gets the mobility. I mean, it's a really good thing. She can give a vision. She's there to poke on. But the thing is, she have to be really careful during diving in because there are really good frontliners over there to stop her down. So it's about, the timing, the position she will be in.
Okay. That's nice to see. So we are in the land of Dawn, and let's see what these teams are capable of. So I think both the teams will start from their respective. Okay, no, both the teams are starting from their right side of the, sorry, left side of the map, and it's going to be who clears the jungle first. In my opinion, the farm difference will come after the level 4 because before that I don't think any team can dish out a lot of damage. But it seems there's a team fight happening in the mid. The Sicilian, the Tigreal was forced to use that flicker in the early game. The Joy is still reaching out the blue buff, whereas the Soyu is taking his red as of now. It seems that there's going to be a gank at the top lane, perhaps. Uh, oh, okay, no, Yuina. What say you about this?
And they were trying to go on to the excellent, but they just fall back. And right now, I guess the choice she is trying to rotate towards the AFC as well. The Steel just rotating towards the goal and trying to take down the height. But right now he's also focusing on to the farms as well. The Who just giving out the vision into the river area. And right now the Suyo needs to follow because Selena is also there. The Abby is there. Oh my god, the damage by the Suyo, that's really great. Just melting them down. That damage is so good. Right now we can see a little bit of conflict, a little bit of actions happening, but no, both of the team will be falling back.
Oh, that's nice. And in the top, we do see Joy using that electrifying bits and giving a lot of damage. And the Gatokacha takes down the Phobius. And in the mid lane, we do see a team fight. That was a perfect Tigreal second skill, but unfortunately, they escaped. Will they escape this?
I guess, it's kind of hard for the Gatagata, but still, the sustain he has is really good, and I guess he's surviving it really good. And also, looking onto the river area, we can already see the first single objective has spawned, as well the Joy going in with the electrifying bits over there, just forced the Suyu to go back. And right now, that is the arrows are coming from the Selena over there, the Sacred Timer by the Tigreal, my gosh, dragging them back.
Dragging them back. Look at that Phobius trying to give vision, but I think he should just fall back because the team is not in the position to contest the turtle, and the Soyu seems to be least interested in the turtle too. Considering the build as we see right now, there isn't much to go on for the team Super Yama, that is the Yamanotatsu.
Definitely, I think they're playing out safe. They have to be really careful as well. You know, one of the team are just falling back from that little objective. They are not focusing onto that, and as well we can see the Joy taking the buff to just let her retribution level go up. But oh my god, onto the EXP lane, the Phobius was taken down by the Selena. The damage assisted as well. The Gatwater was there to support out, and we can see a little bit of pokes are coming in into the river areas. The Joy starting this tunnel fight as well. They the Gatwater zoning out.
Yes, and the Super Retry is trying to get in, but will be stopped by the Edict. And there goes the team fight, the implosion coming in for the Integral though. So you did try to manage to escape, but he couldn't. And I do see that Phobia is trying to get to the Joy, but I think that will be futile, considering that the Joy will give him a lot of damage, considering she is ahead in gold in terms of gold. And the score is right now 0-4 in the favor of Venom Esports with a goal lead about 2.5 to 3K in the favor of. And we see a bot lane gank that Tigreal is trying to take on two people. The Gatukocha will escape barely, but let's see what's going to happen. The Selena is trying to get that Abyssal Arrows to connect, but unfortunately, she is unable to do so at the moment. And we do see that Doctor Who is alone, kind of. So the team needs to gank up with him, and there goes the connection. But the Selena got scared off by that carry, Yuina.
Yeah, the thing is, Sonia need to be really careful, when diving in because she has some mobility, but still, she will be getting knocked off very easily. But we can step into the arrows connected over there. Oh my god, the Shadow Cat are taking all the three of the badges down through the play. That's just going to tease by that side. He needs to follow this the play. Oh my god, that's doing stopping in. The A order has to go on through the Sicilian and that was the triple kill by the Harris onto the super die in the focus. My god, he's the only one surviving out as well. He looks to have respawn, but right now the focus needs to go back, but still he's trying to just protect that movement side, which is really important threat for them.
Yes, and I do feel bad for the Yamanotatsu team as of now, but they have the potential to come back because of the Sicilian and the carry's potential in the late game. Look at the bottom lane, the carry and the the Tigreal was trying to fight out, but as that we do see a top lane gank. The Phobius is being ganked by 3 man. That is a lot of defense that he's trying to do. The team is unable to cope up with the rotation of enemy sports. It seems to me,
Definitely, it's kind of feeling, the team Yamanotatsu, they are getting scattered all over the map often, but also you can see the middle of the passage here as well. So, the height was taken down and also the golden height is taken over right now. The team, Venom Esports, they have coming for that team side and right now this one having with the electrifying base over there, but the bad piece has been popped by the civilian, just for the survival purpose. But oh no, it's not looking good for the Tigreal. The Gator Catcher is shutting him down. The Abyssal Arrows are coming from the Salina over there. And no, the Salina won't be having it, but the Gator Catcher is able to provide the movement as well. The Abyssal Arrows are going on to this Cecilia. The Super Dying is into trouble, but no, he's able to survive. All the electrifying beats are dropping, but they are not going that much deep. So they are kind of being careful in this situation. And right now, the Phobius is trying to poke him, but the team Venom is still there. Just waiting for the dive in. Oh my god, the Phobius over there. The Super Blaze has been taken by the half. The back impact is coming to where the Phobius also has to check on the EOD. Two people. The Phobius is continuing good, but no, he wants them to survive. The electrifying beats coming in. The double kill by the job. The Super Dive is surviving on. Oh no, so the Zero are taken down. That was so good. 3 of people are down from the team. Yamanotatsu.
That was a very bad trade for 1 year. That Abyssal Arrow did connect, and I think this will be a kill by Selena. Of course, that comes in. The Sicilian is doing a good job, but let's see the stacks that he has, because I don't think So during this time, he should have around 150 stacks, Yuina. Considering I'm a Sicilian player, he should be around 150 stacks, 200 stacks. So he's a bit lagging behind, but I think he can make up for it if he pokes the enemy constantly and rotates with the tank.
Definitely, this stacks are really important for the Sicilian, and also he needs to rotate, and he need to just hit onto that crypt so he can get more stacks. And usually I'm not that good Sicilian user. I always fail to collect the stacks, and I have never ever get that good stacks onto my Sicilian.
Oh well, it's more of a mana management, not more than two hits, and you are set. That's all. That is all it there is. And there are certain tricks, and we see a team fight. There was an explosion coming in, but the team is not coming in for the fight. I think Doctor Who is playing all alone, it seems like. Look at that joy. She is farming right now.
Definitely the choice one of the dancing moves I have told you before, and that is a double kill, the melting down, the damage is electrifying, just taking down the forest. My god, the joy is being so good, as well, having that mobility advantage onto herself. She's having the team that melting down and giving a lot of damage. As well, we can see the the blessings are going away, and only the middle and second tier turret is standing, and only the three inhabitants are there from all the bottom and from the ghosts side and from the top side, all the theaters have fallen down, and there is a 7k goal difference between the team as well. First elemental lot has been secured by the team Venom Esports, and it's not looking so good for the team Yamina Party. They need to be really careful. But right now, another team that's popping in. David Larry is also play as well. The back is the EOG has been popped up for the defensive purpose, and the Gatagacha will be falling back. Still, the Selena giving the vision with the arrows over there.
The abyssal arrows are deadly. That's what led that to that team fight, Yuina. It was Soyu's luck that he didn't die because of the backup that Tigreal as well as that Sicilian provided. But right now, I do think that the build of the Sicilian is a bit weird, considering he built just now built the boots. If he would have built the boots, and we do see another fight happening, and the kill is secured by that Harith. The Harith has that holy crystal, so the amount of damage he will dish out is a lot.
Definitely, the fight. We also got the early win for himself as well. His can so good. Right now, the batteries are just use the for trading this as well. You can see the Yoji popping in, but the Joy getting shot down. The Bulbo taking down the carry. Davis Laris is on to the point. The Fofi is so low, but right now he's surviving out. My god, so close call by the center of Sonic over there. But no, they will be falling. Like the head is having the mobile agent. He's around as well. He has the damage, and we can see this interior turret falling down. Also, the inhabitants has fallen down. Only the middle inhabitants standing, and the big is going, just open for the side of the team. Esports, they can literally go in with the second elemental lord. You need to be very careful, but the guys are bombing as well. Even if it's good, the four is so long, that's the battery is that's the play. The Sicilian getting the kill on the gather, but as well the height has been taken and by the evil killer over there. My god, two of the kills were secured. That was kind of overextension, and that was kind of risky move, I guess.
That risky move did play out well for the team Yaonotatsu. Two kills on the Sicilian. Plus, don't forget the stacks that he received due to the ulti as well as the first kill combo would be enough to put him over to closer to the 200 gold mark, stack mark, because that's when the damage actually pops up for Sicilian. And the right now, sorry to cut you off, Yuina, but actually the gold right now the economy is in the favor of Team Venom Esports, so I think they can just hold it out and play well. Uh, so let's see what the plan is from Team Venom Esports, because they are trying to push a lot.
And yes, they have already pushed a lot. They have already taken down all of the theaters as well, two of the inhabited, and only one is standing for the team Yamanatatu as well. The second elemental lot is onto the river area, and they have already, got the river control onto themselves, and they will be trying to take the slot and end up the match. But also we can see the Phobians going in and trying to give all the vision for the team.
Yes, and don't forget that Soyu is trying to split push, because no way in hell that they can take this Lord on their own. And there goes the Lord, got melted off very easily, and that top lane turret is safe as well, I think so. So yeah, they couldn't do, and that Soyu seems to be in trouble. And okay, that was a good connection. The Sanguine Clouds comes in, and the Phobius does, the Soyu does see an item spike of BOD.
the Suyo was taking down their jungler, as well the Elemental Lord goes into the side of the Team Venom Esports, and we still be marching from the, top lane, and it's there, and the Team Yamanatatsu, they need to hold up, they need to defend out this Lord, and already two of the inhibitors are down, which is not really good thing for themselves. It is a lot of pressure onto their heads, well, everything. I also want to say, but no, still, one to dive in. The Harris is trying to go in, but no, he's getting tackled with the focus. But right now, they also need to focus on that is how the focus is on to the Harris. They even up the third, but no, he wanted going in the rain. That is also has been taken down. The elemental body said they need to defend out there because Iris are coming, stunting them. My cause the damage spike is so good for the Team Venom Esports, and we can see the lot has been defended out. The AO to dropping right at the not shooting for the Harris just taking down the doctor. So, oh my god, the Zaman for damage is so good as well. The Zaman is taking down right now. The Harris is not stopping the position and taking down the supremacy over there. My god, that's well the battle has been taken. Guys, and over there, so the cover of the sun from the Harris damage is so good as well. The mobility is diving on the back line, and the Zaman is dropping in as well. The mobility by the good, and it's find this man sitting down and the Harris was taken down. My god, once it's survive, how do you want to be able to survive anymore? And locking on the base, the Team Venom Esports has won this match.
Yes. And Team Venom Esports have shown their dominance throughout the match, and they come as victor. Coming on to the results screen over here, I do see a lot of damage from the Joy. Um, from the Joy from the Venom Esports side, Yuina, 23% damage is no joke. But don't forget that Phobius from the team Yamanotatsu did hold out a lot, and the damage taken by him was commendable considering he was 1v3 and 1v4 at many instances in the match during the match. The overall synergy, the three magic damage that trio, regardless, or I should say all five of the Venom Esports did have magic damage, and we do see counter builds for that, but it was not just enough to, sustain in terms of Yamanotatsu. With that, this is me, Ifrit, alongside Yuvina, signing for this match. We'll be right back soon.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
Five strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide, cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here we come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genj, we'll take them all. Echo and chant, legends, rise up. Legends, strike hard. Legends, never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it ride. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genji, we'll take them all. Echo and chant, legends rise up, legends strike hard, legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night. Unleash your power, let it round. This is our world, electrified. We conquered the map with skill and pride. It's the final blow, no need to hide. We came for glory, side by side. This is the moment when legends collide.
Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after? Like fairy tales? Who deserves to live happily ever after?
5 strong, we ride side by side, locked and loaded, no place to hide. From jungle deep to the final lane, we bring the storm, we bring the flame. We hear the call, the time is now. Push through the clash, we won't back down. Every skill shot, every stride, we fight as one, unified. When legends collide, the fire ignites. We light up the map like stars in the night. With every move, we shift the tide. This is our yard, our battle cry. In the heart of the fight, we rise, we thrive. No fear, no doubt, we're born to survive. Together we stand, no need to hide. Cause this is the moment when legends collide. Towers fall, but we're not done. The base is shaking, here he come. A dance of death and pixel light. One last push, one final fight. Mids under pressure, box holding strong. Top lanes on your zone, we carry on. Ults online, shadows crawl. Call the Genji, we'll take them all. Echo and chant, legends rise up, legends strike hard, legends never fall. We own this battleground. When legends collide, the fire ignites. No turning back, we burn through the night.